bad.
He's giving Stardew Valley.
Why is this a thing? Jeez. Holy snap.
Yes. Peace, love, light, blessings to everyone. It's your girl, K. Marie of the 2020 Podcast LLC. Please say the LLC every single time. This is our moment, our meaning the women. Okay.
Amen.
It is the women's roundtable time. Yes. This one's called the Sister Healing Circle. It's just so that the topics are geared more toward mental health this year and really more toward life and how we navigate through it as women. So you see, it's a nice hefty group of women. We love a plethora of estrogen. Yes. So if we could go down the line, because the people would like to know who we are. So if we can start with the freshly married, no longer newlywed, but freshly married, still got, a little cake behind your ears. We love that. Bless it. Little cake, little wedding cake. It was delicious. It was a great cake. If we can go down the line and introduce ourselves.
Hi. I just realized y'all know who it is. And if you don't, my name is Nay, aka Booze from Booze Wraps and Banks. Also the chef in charge. As you can see, I'm also the first lady of Merciless Lines Productions.
That's right.
And all that good jazz.
Yes.
Who else do we have here today? Hello, I'm Caroline.
You don't want to say anything that you do, or let them know you a little bit more in that moment.
I'm single. I work in IT, and yeah.
Okay, we love 3 facts. 3 facts is great. We love that. Either or.
Do it again.
Either one, whichever one of y'all start talking. We're gonna do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Key, owner of Key So Crafty. I also work in tech. And yeah, I'm just here to have a good time and get into some good discussion with these ladies.
We love that.
It's your girl TK.
Okay.
Hello. I have the Easter mic right now, so just
Already.
real quick.
Started already.
Educator, science nerd, anime nerd, wife, mom of a 7-month-old.
Congratulations.
I know, right? Brand new in this game. I need all the prayers, all the love.
Good.
Hi. I am Latoya. I am a retired military stay-at-home mom, enjoying every minute of that. Mother of a wonderful little sporadic 15-year-old teenager. We don't know what mood we're going to have on what day. Married for 15 years. He's still alive.
Amen.
So you're doing something right.
You
You're doing
too.
something right.
By the grace of God, he's still
He's doing something right.
Hey, God.
We love
So
that.
that's what we are.
I am Daphne. I am one of the members of the B3 podcast. I am Baps. I am a single mother of a very, very, very hyper energetic 4-year-old. Love him to pieces. Yeah, I mean, if you've watched any of the podcasts, you've seen him quite a few times. But I'm just doing my thing in the education system these days.
Love it. Hi y'all. I am that one that has stage fright, so I'm a little awkward. But I am Lex. I also go by Lex Herbalist Tea. I pretty much am in herbalism to be able to help my community. I just want to be able to be there to support when I feel like the system fails us. So if you guys have any questions, you can follow me at Lexus Turner. Consultations, you try and get on the right track for anxiety, depression, whatever it is, just hit me up. And again, that's Alexis Turner on Facebook, as well as Life Being Lexi on Instagram.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Dee.
Mike
Dee
is hot.
Jones. I am a mental health therapist. More so like a holistic therapist. I like alternative ways of healing yourself. I'm a mother. I'm a gym and workout fanatic. So I like to look good and work out in my body and everything. Inside out healing. That's what I'm all about. And I'm happy to be a part. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Hi, I'm Z. I am also a twin mom. I'm a wife. I am one half of the Safe Word podcast.
Safe word.
I'm a board member of the Kinky POC organization, and I'm also on TikTok and Instagram as She Writes Black, where I teach people about being sustainable as well as budget grocery shopping, budget cooking, all of that. I work in a job that I'm trying to leave, and
Are we all?
I just graduated with my master's of social work.
Congratulations.
Right.
Black women with degrees.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go.
We love that. Well, hey y'all, I'm Kay.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, thanks. I felt like I was in like AA or something. I felt welcome. I wear so many different hats, but my favorite is being wife and mother. You know, to two rambunctious little girls. We love it. God love it. But I also am in the healer realm. And many of the things that I do, whether I'm doing photography, whether it's spoken word, whether I'm doing advisory or the waist beads, I'm a doula. I'm a teacher. They like to call me a trainer. I'm a teacher
Many hats.
of body and self-awareness, specifically postpartum care, as a part of my doula training, because I feel like we get left off after the baby come, then what? Oh, Gucci, Gucci, Gaga. You know what I'm saying? I'm peeing on myself. I can't hold my pee. I need help with that. How can I? My lips feel loose. How do I? So I just help you heal the wound from the inside out. And so my waist beads are a part of that. And so so that's in a nutshell. Also VP the 2020 podcast LLC, get into it. Please say the LLC. Shout out to Sir and the dopest producer ever. Yes, we love that. So
Banks in the back.
that's Banks. That's the other of the B3. So we love that. Well, welcome to everybody. We're excited to have such a variety of women, Black women at that, and the representation that's going on. Got me lit. I ain't even drunk no water. I just got water on my cup. But anyway, we're going to get into some topics. Notice there's a couple of tissues up there because there's also a couple of red cups. There's liquor in those. Not to tell their business. I just wanted you to know what kind of time we were going to have. There are 2 jars up there on the table. I want y'all to know about them. So one jar is a jar of topics. If the the eloquent goddess, eloquent, if you will, picks a topic, they got to talk about it. Okay. And then there's a chime in after that, with order, of course. And then there's a chaos jar. Now, Sister Queen over here, he may be over here talking about something, and Ashley may be like, I'm just walk over there and pull this out this chaos jar, and she got to stop talking so we can talk about whatever comes out the chaos jar, huh? Because it's what? Chaos. That's crazy. We love that. So, man, y'all ready?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Y'all want anybody feel led to walk across the coals first? You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna jump right in. Before we start recording, I recall somebody saying they want no hoe, and ain't no hoes up here. And I just, in case y'all didn't know, no Jezebels, no streetwalkers. We love that.
Okay, then.
I mean, as we say on the B3 pod, hoe is still life.
It is. Hoe is life. That's great.
Not mine.
It's not mine.
But life can be a hoe.
Thank God for that.
But life can be.
Not mine, but hey,
Life can
it's
be.
life for somebody.
Just not particularly for me.
It just ain't for me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay. Make up a 2-worded affirmation.
A 2-worded affirmation.
That'd be great for everybody to get into. 2-word affirmation.
If anybody feels it immediately, go ahead, because I
Ooh.
feel like I'm a need of.
Love yourself.
I'm grateful.
Just be.
Still.
Ooh.
That's been a big one.
I've used that
Yeah.
quite often.
Mhm.
I've used that quite often.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Be you.
Yeah.
Simple, but
Push through.
Hey,
Ooh.
just be.
Yes.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
What is that?
That's a good
Hold
one.
on.
That's a big
No,
one.
no.
That's a good one.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that into a sticker.
Shut up. Hashtag, what's that? Hashtag shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Their problem.
With that.
Their problem. That's good.
Their
Their
problem.
problem. This is another one. No capacity.
Ooh.
No one Yes, God.
Okay. Oh, she got look. They gonna be great.
Okay. I love this randomness. Okay.
She on her shirt.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love
this
that.
should be interesting. Oh, we have one that should be
So
interesting.
this one says, I can't stand going to.
Mm.
Okay, look.
Walmart.
Look, I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and all that good stuff, but I hate going to hypocritical churches.
I'm with you when you're right.
I hate doing that. I love the Lord. I love hearing His word, but when I know that the church is not moving the way it's supposed to, and then you want to look at me, now I'm looking back at
Like
you
I'm the
same way.
problem.
Hey, God.
So that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
In those situations, do you feel like that's more of a you thing or a them thing?
In my experience, it was more of a them because they already come in with a preset mind of how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to look. And it's like the Lord said, come as you are. He's not waiting for you to come in already set up. He wants you to come in as you are. And I'm coming in as I am, and now you're looking at me like I have no business being here like that.
As a woman that grew up in a holiness church,
Talk about it.
oh, you bet not dare walk up in there with some pants on as a woman. They will scoff. And as Toya just said, I thought it was come as you are. What if I'm a woman off the street and God just happened to give me the moment to walk up in there? You gonna turn me around because I don't have the appearance? Let's get back into relationship versus religion.
Amen.
That's relationship over religion. That's all.
That part.
I think people just put emphasis on the wrong things. They put in the church because I left the church years ago and I found more peace in my spirituality and my walk with religion when I left the church. Because it was just me and what I believe and what I feel. It wasn't me being told this by this person or me being told this by that person. I was able to set up my own moral compass and figure out what I feel is good and bad. And it just gave me more peace because I feel like the church got really corrupt somewhere. It started becoming about fashion. It started becoming about who got the biggest building, the best choir, who could yell the loudest. And I realized that I've been like this since I was a child. I never quite understood the concept of church or like blindly believing because I would get in trouble because I would ask the preacher questions and you're not supposed to say this. I was like, so why is this or why is that? So I feel like they have gotten away from it, especially in the Black church.
It's not been about relationship with God. I think people got stuck in the formality of who God is rather than the actual fullness of who God is. God is love and infinite aspects of it. And that's kind of was my journey too and walking away from church because I wanted a real genuine relationship with who God is, not based on what you tell me I should and should not be doing. Because a lot of times I think churches, one of the biggest questions I always ask, especially within the Christian faith, is why is everybody doing something different? If it's supposed to be, you know, a collective in reference to that religion, how is the radical Christians who are the Trump supporters and all of that, they're saying one thing, then you have the Black community saying another thing. It's no collectiveness in reference to who God is. So I had to walk away from it because religion is just, in my opinion, in my experience, has been a means of control and trying to get people to, you know, do it in whatever way or aspect they do it based off the church, different churches. So once I did walk away, I found out who God is, and God is love and infiniteness of who He is. So that's been my experience.
I think for me, when I was 18, I stepped away from the church for a long while. And when I had my children, I actually was, well, they were born 2 months early, so it just put me in a dark place. And my aunt recommended me come back to church, but the church she recommended was her church. And it was a good fit for us from the beginning. But then when I went through other personal life things, that's when I noticed I was outgrowing that church that I was led to. And then I was searching, and I found that a church that was full of people that kind of looked like me, but mostly did not look like me, was the best spot for me and my children. Because my children, I want them to have a relationship with God because that's what I have. But same, I want my children to know God is love. God is not judgmental. God wants you to come as you are. And when we found a place that accepted us for who we were with open arms, the pastor's white, but he preaches God is love. God accepts everybody the way they are. And even when there's political divisiveness, he says pray for everybody. Because honestly, all of us need prayer.
Yes.
All of us have things we're working on. Even people we think are so evil, they still have something either from their childhood or something going on there that we still should pray for them. So I guess for me, I just had to find the right fit for me. But being in the church, again, it does bring just a feeling of community, a feeling just of no other. Just like I have my friends, I also have my church family. And it's just good to grow in God with people who are either on a journey like I am in the beginning, or people who are just deeper in their journey. And it gives me something to say, okay, I want to be that place in a little bit. But I noticed when you're not in a church with a good fit, you don't see yourself. I don't want to be like that thicker old lady. That's how it feels. I don't want to be that judgmental old lady. But if you're in a church that's a good fit, okay, I cannot wait to be that positive lady in the church. I can't wait to see a young lady that's young like me. Exactly. I want to see a young lady when I turn 60. I want to see a lady that's my age and be able to build her up. Like my church is building me up right now.
And to kind of piggyback off of all you guys were saying, I think it's a beautiful thing when you find a church that is a good fit for you. As I gotten older, I have talked to people that have had the experiences like you, and it kind of made me change my mindset on it, because I was like you guys, where I had a bad experience when I was younger. So I kind of thought all churches was like that. It was like, I don't want to be like that bitter old lady. So it was like, I'm gonna just not go back to church. But I also found for myself personally, there is a beauty in being out of the church, because if you do your best to do things like, your type of prayer or just eating well, like you're able to hear from God and be silent. And I have found more progress in my life being able to learn how to listen to Him and be quiet. Because when you're in the church and people are somewhat projecting their insecurities or what they feel like you should do, you still are misled, and you don't know where to guide to. So just sitting in silence and hearing from Him has worked wonders for me.
Well, I'm gonna say this and then we can pull. Oh, you had something? Oh, I'm gonna say this and then we can pull to another. What's the name? I am a generational PK, origin and Baptist, down to non-denomination, and I do not have a church home, because even though I've been taught in this way, all the way up, my mom was the rebel in where my mom is the minister, the ordained minister, and that was against what she was taught by her father. Coming from a Baptist church, women were not allowed in the pulpit, and so how dare you be up there preaching? You know what I mean? So, but before he passed, he gave her his robes and his blessing, you know, and so that just shows how you can be the person that changes the way things go. And unfortunately, that bitter old lady is the person that has to be, you know, changed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I've always heard differently and felt differently, and God has always spoken to me differently than what I was taught. I was only taught within limits because you can't teach me what I feel in my body because you haven't experienced it. And so when I realized that, there's no church that's going to teach me quite that. You know what I mean? But I do go for reference and for lesson, and you know, or I watch for reference and for lesson. But so what you're saying about sitting still and just listening to God, and what you're saying, listening to Him for yourself, like, yes, like I feel that on a personal level because samesies, sis. Yeah, and I think it's important for the women out there to be, you know, in foundation with how you feel about it, you know, not just go with the flow because this is what your mama did, or this is what auntie did, or this is what they said. Find your own path and go in your own, you know, route in the way that you want to experience it because it's your experience. So I just wanted to encourage that in that moment. Y'all want to
Pick out the jar. Pick out the jar. I swear, me and this fly is gonna fight.
Right there's
I thought it.
all this honey in here, you know what I mean?
Because I was like,
Oh, man, look.
Uh-oh. She was gonna turn it around.
And it got my ADHD on fire every time that like people are talking and then he flies by and I'm like, my mind is gone.
All right, so the fill in the blank is if I had one more hour every day, I'll spend it.
If I had
One more hour
If I
every
had
day.
one more hour every day, I'll spend it.
Sleeping.
Listen,
I was thinking,
naps are essential to life. I'm sorry.
that's a shirt.
I would say I'd say
Naps are
meditate.
essential.
They
Naps
are
are essential.
Maybe especially
I
when
have
you have
to.
kids. They definitely
What you say?
I've never been able to nap. I just sleep. I don't nap.
I understood. Like you lay down to try to take that, but
Yeah,
you
I
turn
can't-
this
I
you
can't-
wake up
it's
and
okay.
I can't just be like, yeah. Only time I'm gonna like sleep in the middle of the day is if I'm sick. But if I'm like up and about, I just can't be like, I'm gonna take a nap because either I'm gonna sleep too long or I get headaches. So I just sleep.
Honestly, I can't fill in the blank because transparently, I'm not useful of my 24 hours I already have.
That's right.
So if I get an extra hour, I'm probably just gonna use it on TikTok. I mean,
I love the honesty.
there are 24 hours in a day, and I use some of it sleeping, I use some of it momming, and I know there are other chores, I know there are other things I need to do. I need to go to the gym. I keep saying I'm gonna go to the gym. I know I want to read my Bible. I know I need to do that. It's just a list of things that you have in the back of your mind that says, I'm gonna carve out time to do this. And I don't do it. So I know if I get this extra hour, I probably won't use that wisely either. But I want to use the 24 that I currently have the right way. Then give me my extra hour.
It really is. It really is.
I know realistically for me, I don't need another hour because then I still be thinking about all the other stuff that I know I got to do.
Yeah.
That I know I got to get done.
Yeah.
Like I have a forever infinite list. Like my brain, I feel like it's still a hamster on the wheel.
Yeah.
And it just keeps spinning. It just keeps going. And I don't know how to turn it off. And so I feel like I probably lose more time in the day thinking about all the stuff that I got to do or trying to get it done. But it's just hard for me to get it done because I feel like everybody needs a piece of me like every second of the day. And I just don't have time to like, okay, breathe, decompress. Because by the time I probably have time to do that, I need to probably go to bed and start back over all over again.
Yeah.
I've gotten myself into that. Like where you said that about the gym, I made it my mission to stop procrastinating for 2024. I was like, oh, I really feel like an adult now. I got a whole husband. I got to get another.
A whole husband,
right.
Not a half.
A whole.
Like he'll eat there. Like, ooh, okay, so for me, literally the longest I was saying, I'm going to get my health intact. Like I'm not unhealthy, but I want to really feel healthy. I don't want to just go to the gym like, oh, I want to get my waist snatched. No, I care about my overall health.
Inside out.
Inside out.
Seriously, like legit. I'm big on it. So instead of me waiting on, and usually women,
This is
realistically, women wait on someone to
motivate
help
to
them.
push
No, I just
them.
run myself.
Right.
To go get
Good.
a gym membership and sign up for a trainer and this that there. So that's why I've been consistent going to the gym since March with no help. I've been
Yes,
doing it.
God.
Right. Get into it.
Love
man.
that.
And I also make it accountable to. I talk to God every day regardless.
Yeah.
I thought that like that's my home. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nothing. So just like I don't need an extra hour because when I want to go to sleep, I'm gonna go to
Hello.
sleep. When I want to take a nap, okay, what's going on? I'm going to sit down and take a nap. If I want to read a book, guess what? I don't care what's happening. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to read this book.
Mhm.
For me, everything that I want to do, I'm going to make
That's
sure
right.
that I do it. If we have a problem with on our off days of okay, I'm off today. Let me go do this. No,
All the
I'm
1,000
off
things.
today. Man, I'm not doing
Nothing.
nothing.
I
Just
wish.
be-
Don't call me. Don't. Hey, ain't you off today? Me off means I'm off from all of y'all and my job.
Sometimes I won't even tell people when I'm off from work.
I no longer do that. Especially, I love y'all, especially
If people have to call my phone,
Listen.
Ooh, you tell your mama one time what your off day is. They want to
Errands.
run the world. It's like, you are retired.
I would say for me, I could use that hour. I'm a wife and mother of 4. So it's crazy I bring this up because I've been telling my husband, I said, I just need some time to just research. I just want an hour to research. I feel like there's so much information being thrown at us constantly. So when somebody come up to me and they're like, this, I can't even conversate back with them or, say if you right, wrong, whatever, because I don't know. So for me, I'm like, I have like my journal. I will write some things I just want to research and just take that time to just familiarize myself with it so that nobody can just tell me anything. So that's my thing. I would do with my hour. Research.
like before kids, I felt like I could have so many conversations with so many people. I was multifaceted. I just felt like any world life conversation, any topic, any trivia, I could always feel it. Now I feel like I bring up my kids in every conversation because that's my life. So now it's like I wish I could have that time to research and be able to fill in on those kind of conversations.
But the
Children all day. Yeah.
Hold on. And see, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask this question because I love women and especially moms and everything. But I think a lot of times we get so sucked into being a wife, being a mom, being everything for everybody else. Who are you outside of that?
Yeah.
Outside of what you do for everybody else, who are you? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What are your interests? Who are you? And if you don't know that, it's time to figure that out and rediscover who you are as a person. Because you're more than just a mom. You're more than just your job. You're more than just a wife. So if you haven't dove into those things about who you are as a person, get to know you. I promise you it's fun. I love it.
That's
I love it.
She's been up back here playing double dutch.
That's exactly
Because
what I was gonna do about it.
self-love and
Yeah.
self-care is so important.
It's good.
And it can really be the make or break you.
Man.
Because if you're not taking care, I'd say this all the time in like core therapy. If you're not filling your own cup up,
Mm-hmm.
how are you pouring out?
What
What's
you
your phone
saying?
percent on right now?
I don't know.
Right. Because if it say below 89%, you're gonna start getting nervous. Let me see, you got a charger. Let me just plug this up so I can just juice it up. You don't leave with your phone less than 100%, but you're gonna leave with you at 2% and expect to be able to be a mother of 2, a chef, this, that, this, that. So how are you gonna pour out if you don't have anything in you? So it's very important to pour into yourself. And also when you fill your own cup up, everything in that cup belongs to you.
Yep.
Right.
The things that fall off the edges, the overflow, that goes to everyone
Everybody
else.
What you say?
That's your husband. That's your child. You have to be at 100% because how dare you not meet you at your full capacity? How dare you not see you at charged up? Like your iPhone. Wouldn't you like to meet her? You know what I mean? Even with you being like a new, not to call you out. Even with you being a new mother, when we go through that stage and you nurse.
I tried. Like I had a job.
No judgment. I just wanted to know what your day to day was. You know what I mean? But regardless, having to make that bottle, have to, shake this, make sure that it's the temperature, make sure you're cool off, make sure that you get sleep, take care of your husband, make sure that you get up so you can go to work after the thing. You over here one-eyed crusty, you can't shower, you got drool on your face, drool on your pillow. I have a poem about postpartum. And that's the easy way for you to slip into it and not even know that you're in it. And then before you know it, it's like you're at the bottom of the ocean. You can't even see the light no more. You're just in darkness. And you feel like nobody can hear you. Nobody can reach out to you. No, you yelling, you crying, you beating the wall down. You know what I mean? And you feel like nobody understands you. You know what I mean? But in those moments, it's very important to take some time for you.
Yep.
I always tell people when you have moments that they're overwhelming, take the time to pour back into yourself with the affirmation. Something else positive, or go get some ice cream. Froyo for those of us trying to watch our figure. You know what I mean? Or go get something that's going to pour into you, because that little treat wasn't, let me look at this little candy. I don't need much. I just need a little taste. Do I want this one, this one, this one? You choosing that strawberry candy with the little green wrap, that's nostalgic for you. And that's something to cater to your inner child. That's a part of your healing.
That's
So that part of the self-care is a part of building you up and filling your cup back up. It may seem so minuscule in that moment. You know what I mean? But it's so pertinent that you take that little moment.
Yep.
Because that's like for the day that you only got 20%. They say it all the time. If you got 20%, you give 20%, you gave 100.
You gave all.
Because every day is not going to require you 100%. It's going to require you to be 100% of 60% when that's what you got. 100% of 10% when that's what you got. And that's okay. Because that's a part of the journey. And also this one, I learned from my master teacher, be gentle with yourself.
Amen. That's my big
Never
one.
felt so seen.
Always be gentle with yourself. I only use that one because it's it relates to me.
Yeah.
I have a poem about not to plug this, but I released a poetry CD and I have a poem. This CD was so raw on one side. It's a double-sided disc. So on the first side, it's very raw, and so I have a postpartum poem on there. And it's like one of the most vulnerable poems that I have, because it was the time that I felt my loneliness. And it was also the time that I had to learn to pour into myself. And so anytime that I can tell another woman to go ahead and pour into yourself before you get to the moment to where you feel like it's nothing but darkness, you can't even see your hand in front of your face. And then you underwater, so you can't even breathe. You can't do nothing. It's like a Mack truck coming
Sitting on your
in the middle of
chest.
the chest. And you don't regain your composure after that. And it's not just when you have a child. Sometimes it's grief. Sometimes it's a breakup. Because a breakup is like a funeral, it's like a divorce. You have to release something, especially if you've been intimate with that person, because that's a soul tie. So you have to go through the purging of that person out of you. You know what I mean? Or away from you, disconnecting your energy with their energy, refinding yourself, knowing who you are. Well, did I like this? And did a nigga like this?
Hello.
Was it me or was it them? Do I even like Power Rangers? I don't like Power Rangers. This is trash. I don't even want to look at no poor. I don't even want morphin' time. I don't even want judge them all. But that be it. So I'm just encouraging y'all.
That definitely does resonate with me being a newly divorcee. That definitely does resonate with you having to rediscover who you are outside of those different roles. And that inner child you talking about, that's the first step in healing. Especially was for me.
If that inner child ain't healed, it's a trigger until you're adult.
Yeah,
and so when you used to have that lesson, it was small and minuscule. And then when you grow, the lesson grows. And so it hits you harder. And so you get that Jesus slap with that sound of whop in the back of your neck, and you like, golly. It used to just be a little love tap. It used to just be a little careful. You know what I'm saying? But when you get mollywopped, the more you learn that same lesson, so you have to heal those
Yeah.
previous scars. You know what I'm saying? So that you can build and elevate and become better.
Honestly.
So that inner child is very important because you
She
triggered.
said.
So now you triggered by whatever happened with your father.
Right.
Or well, this happened with my mama, and I refuse to be. I refuse. So either you go so hard to go the other way, or you fall into the same footsteps that they are.
Right.
And now that's the generational whirlwind right
Right.
there. So look, I feel like our generation is the key.
Yes.
We're the ones that are supposed to be righting these wrongs. Even that little crusty old lady sitting there. I ain't have to call her crusty. I ain't have to call her. But it always be something about them. They breath stank, and they got a little crusty, a little white on their lips. They got a bunion on the side. They got a cane. It's always something. And that's that bad little spirit in them. Just twisting them on.
Twisting them up.
Twisting them on up. You know, like that.
That's an unhealed child.
Right. Yes. Yes.
It's something.
It's wild.
It's
Mhm.
projection because that's their own whatever that they're projecting on.
Well, I went through it, so I'm gonna show you that.
Yeah.
Why I got to just.
Because you did.
I didn't ask for this. Can I get a refund, please?
And see, they don't
What the
they don't
And
what the
understand
refund
the
policy is on
difference
this?
in reference to
yeah.
generations. So different generations had different struggles, meaning my mom now we're surviving. I don't have to, I'm thriving now. So at my thriving, I don't want to be doing the same thing y'all used to be doing. I'm asking questions, I'm doing it differently, I'm living on me, I'm living in my truth, and you don't like it because you didn't have the opportunity.
Oh no, I've seen your way. Your way don't work for me.
Hello. And I'm just gonna do it my own way. I'm gonna do it my own way.
Thank you for teaching me how to survive, but I don't need.
Figure it out.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna figure it out.
Thank
I
you.
got to figure it out for me. I feel
Hello.
I got nothing, regardless of who I'm tied to. I got nobody but me.
That part.
That was my accountability. Me going to the gym because I didn't do it because of this. Oh no, I did that for me.
Oh yeah.
It hit
I feel
different.
better because I did
Yeah.
it so I could feel better, not for folks to look at me. You gonna look at me regardless. Look at me. I got this big ass tail. I got boobs. I got all this stuff. But guess what? Guess what?
Love it.
I need to feel better about what I see.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, for
Yeah.
them tissues.
I
Because I already know.
You feel it?
No, I already know when I say what I say. I'm gonna need them.
Go ahead, get it off
Go
your
ahead.
chest.
You want to
Well,
go?
y'all look-
Oh no.
You want to go?
Well, for everybody that does know me, they know the story. But when you said that, it really hit something because they all know with the twins' dad. Now it'll be 14 years, so I've known him for 14 years. And when I met him, I was 18. So you know, if we all know, remember us at 18?
Yeah.
Easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us anything. You were right about everything because he was 5 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So once I went down that path, it was a dark path. And probably about 3 years in, that's when I had my kids. And not only was it a bad relationship, it was an abusive relationship. But once you're in it and you're trauma bonded, you stuck. And once you have your years and you have your years, and then once I hit about, 28, 29, and my children started growing up, I have a boy and a girl. And it was just something that just hit me one day. I don't want my son to be like this. I don't want my daughter to accept this. When I met him, not to, ain't nothing wrong with being large. It's nothing wrong with size or anything. But for me, and for just what was innate in me, from what my parents had put in me, when I had my kids, I was 135. But once I got deep in that relationship, it's all about what he wants. It's all about following, making sure he ain't cheating, making sure all my energy went to that.
You lost you.
Mm-hmm.
I was 230.
Mm-hmm.
My mind was gone. I didn't know what day it was. I was very lost. And it just, once I got out of it, I showed my daughter how it felt to love on yourself.
Yeah.
I do not miss a nail appointment. My daughter knows it about me. My son knows. I don't miss a nail appointment. I'm gonna have my hair done. And I try to put in them, you have to do little things for yourself. Because they feel like, they are with me 99% of the year. They're with me. So then when it's like, when mom wants to go do something for her friend, where you going? Why aren't you with us? Mama's going to do this for me.
There you go.
I'm going to take time for me.
That's right.
Baseball, taking you to dance, taking you with your friends. Everything is about you. This time is about me.
Yes.
I want them to know when they turn 18 and up, whenever you find your significant other, take time for you. It's not just, we're not even doing this for ourselves, we're doing it for our kids.
Yes.
Because we're showing them how to be treated.
I feel that on
And-
a personal level because that's also. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you. That's also. This is my third weight loss journey. I had a starter husband, and so in that relationship, I was very depressed, and I gained 120 pounds.
Did you say
So
starter?
I feel I did.
Okay, then I hear, girl. I hear.
That's fine.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I hear you, baby. Starter husband. I got you.
But
I-
no, really, it's from a
I-
good friend.
I'm here for it.
Sade, I gotta give her credit. But with my starter husband, I was depressed in that marriage. He was cheating on me, and then I kind of upgraded him. I'm
That's how I be.
big back. I got an
That's how I
Escalade
be.
across my back now because you out here playing games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Cadillac stamped on my rear. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Anyway, but it was a lot of infidelity on his part. 8 to 10 women. That's all. That's the only ones I found. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real wild, real wild.
Wow.
Real wild. Yeah,
Because
I
ain't
wasn't
no
comparing.
telling.
I'm just saying I feel where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? So
40.
getting out of that marriage, it was like
Wow.
the most weight that I lost was the emotional baggage. This is what she whispered to me because we talk about this all the time. It was the emotional baggage. It's places that we hold it in the back of our arms. We hold it in our hips as well as trauma. We hold it down in the bottom of our womb. We hold it behind our knees and that back fat right here. And when you don't, and in the middle of the back. So when you got that little knot and then you start to, that's what it is. And so when I realized that, it changed my mindset and how I felt about me. And so the wellness of it all, as opposed to what my body looked like, was very important to me. And then I got into happy relationship. Eventually down the line. Happy relationship, loving. That's my baby daddy. That's my husband, whatever. We married for real. We love that.
All right.
We love it.
All
We
right.
love it.
What we doing?
Yeah.
So anyway, so this time I'm like 100 pounds down. And the biggest part was other people's emotional weight. Because even though you've delivered yourself and forgiven yourself, you got to take other people's opinions and things off too.
Let it go.
So that's important for you to get out. And I just wanted to tell you that part. Like the part in working on you, yes, but also get them on the niggas. You know what I mean? Take this off. Take mom's opinion off. Take auntie opinion off, because that's not your portion. That's not for you to hold into your body. And so once you do that, watch how
Yes, God.
Everything flourished.
Everything.
But
All right, what we
okay,
got?
chaos. You were supposed to start reading, to be honest.
But the message was for her.
But she did
Yeah,
need
there
that.
you
She
go.
needed
She
the rest.
needed
So I
that.
appreciate that, Black
I'm
Woman.
gonna let you.
All right. All right. Situation where you're happy to be the only black person in the room.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Well, you got to answer it first, Keith.
I did. Okay. I gotta think about that. A situation where I'm happy to be the only black person in the room.
You said outside. Just having me in the room, or just like
In general, with the
I
room
think it
in
could be
general.
In general. Oh goodness.
My little
Ooh.
pedicure place that I be gatekeeping. That one. We had this conversation yesterday. My little, yeah, I gatekeep it. I ain't telling nobody.
Oh my God, I don't blame her.
It's hidden in
Why
it's
would
hidden
you?
in plain sight.
But
It's,
why
it's
would you,
beautiful.
though?
It's nice. We don't need a ghetto
Because
vibe.
I don't need y'all to come up and
I don't
down
need them
and-
staring
and
at
show
all.
y'all
Right.
themselves.
We don't do all that there, can't do.
They the only one that I'm the only one that they know to come up in there. I can say, hey, this is Suzanne.
I love it.
My nail tech.
I
you
love
know.
it. I love it.
I like going in there and
You get wine in a good glass.
you get a wine, you get a Sprite, something.
I don't get out enough.
That pedicure be almost 3 hours. It's just
It's amazing. It's chef's kiss.
it's amazing. I wish I could. We live. I
Don't-
can't say it.
But you the only one, they definitely treat you. They like, we got to teach you extra. stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of see us.
Yeah.
They proud of them. They very proud. Very proud.
The diversity.
Snack suggestions from them.
Huh?
They might bring you the snacks.
That part.
They do have the best snacks in this week. Oh, I ain't gonna say, oh yeah, you can get. I ain't telling nobody.
Also,
Wow.
little food places. I would name a few, but also
Don't. They keep
all through here.
They-
And I'm trying to be We're literally talking
keep
about
it close.
Listen.
Keep it close.
Love that.
My husband do the midnight snack with D&D. We're gonna get that back and running because we made so much food content. Jesus Christ, that's another reason why I've been in the gym. When we go over across the water, because we love to go there on Sundays, like let's try something different. And I'm like, are we gonna be the only one? Are we the only one? Mind you, both of us are yellow, but we still the most
Melanated
brightest
thing.
up in there. Everybody else is white as wall. But I enjoy it because the food and the service is actually great.
Ooh.
I don't mind being the only one. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, you look, hey, how y'all doing? Yeah. Those are black people in here. Everybody, pay attention. Yeah.
They do their little smile at y'all.
They do the
little
weird smile.
The little lip part.
Yeah, but it don't bother me though.
The lip part.
You have sometimes I kind of feel bad when I'm saying it. Sometimes you do go to some of those places, then you see other black people, you like, damn, they found out.
Like, who told y'all?
Who told them?
Tell me what
Especially if they go first. If they was there first.
Probably. Which one?
No, I said because the black folks be there now anyway. The River Shack.
Yeah.
The what?
The River Shack.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The food is immaculate, by the way.
Immaculate.
I mean, I'm a seafood.
I am too.
I love how it's
Try that. I'm a
It's like
seafood.
somebody was back there with the batter is perfectly seasoned. It is great. They meat ain't big.
Don't need to be if it's talking like this.
I know, right? You.
Because they focusing on the things
On the
they
things
do.
know
We do
how to
this,
do.
this, and this. That's
We
what
good in all of that. That's it there. And nothing else.
That's it. But the seafood is great.
Me and hubby got a spot across the bay. We be hitting up. I go ahead and put on, you got to put on your J. Crew stuff and everything.
Gotta dress the part.
All right.
You gotta dress the
If
part.
you know,
Okay.
you know. Accuracy. Accuracy.
You gotta-
go out and walk. Take your little walk and stuff. They even bring Millie out. Bring out the poodle. And they do.
Yes.
Not the poodle.
Yeah.
Bring out the poodle. Millie going too. All right. Yeah.
Gotta pull it out. What DoorDash has showed me a lot of places that I did not even know existed in Mobile. Getting off. If you really want to learn some places, like really good places that you want to find us maybe a sprinkle of us.
Sprinkle.
DoorDash. Working DoorDash has taught me so much. So much.
You be getting all the hidden.
I'm picking up like, what the hell? Where did this come from?
Like,
Oh, this is nice. This feel good. I'm taking their order, but
It smells
this feel
good.
good.
that was me with a coffee shop I saw on DoorDash. And I was like, what in the world is this? And then we passed it and I was like, oh, yum, this is delicious coffee. Like, it's really good. I haven't seen it on DoorDash. And I was like, yeah, so DoorDash. But some of the restaurants on DoorDash, it'll say like spectacular burgers and then it's off in the back of Route 2. So you have to watch them places too.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because it recently happened because I couldn't really think of nothing. But in our apartment complex, we have a pool, and I don't mind it being just us at the pool with other white folks because it was one weekend where everybody was there, and I felt it was us, but it was doing backflips and playing, loud music, and I was like, oh my god.
Not you.
The babies didn't have, you know what I'm saying? The diapers was they was in the pool with the diapers and it was just getting all big and I was like,
So shut up. Like,
I
oh,
was like,
my
You know-
word.
You know what? I mean, I'm gonna say I agree. I got two of them. One is like where I live at. I don't want it to be like cross burning, but it's like where it's not that many black people in the back.
Wait a minute.
Like I don't want it to be like where you're the only black family and they
That's a
cross
hell of a
burning.
Yeah.
reference.
And they cross burning.
Good
But-
Lord.
Wow.
I'm saying like I don't want them to be trying to push you out, but you're the only black family, and it's like it's more peaceful because like that happened to us where it was like not where we live at, not that many, and then it was like, and I was like, can't say what I said. Like, who let the motherfuckers live back here? Like, how y'all can live back here? Like, what the? And it's like, and we ain't known peace since they moved back there. I'm like, move us. We was so peaceful. It was like us and the little Muslim family and the white folks, and we was fine.
Oh my God.
I ain't known peace since the motherfucker moved out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second.
But it's true.
All skin folk ain't kin folk.
Oh, gee.
Go back to
The second.
Have mercy.
And then the second one is I do have an alternative lifestyle. You want to know more about it? Check out the safe word tomorrow. And I don't mind because, like, I feel because nobody has confidence like old white people. Like,
they don't care.
not care. They have so much, and it just makes you feel more comfortable with your body when I'm in those spaces because, like, they just titties be to their knees, balls be swinging, and they do not care. So when you the only, and you know when you in a room. When you in a room full of your people, you could be in a room full of your people fully clothed and you feel more judged. But I can like walk through in my little skimpy outfits and I feel good because they like really in that space, they're really body positive and it makes you feel good. So it's like when it's just like me and my husband and like the rest of them, like we the two little beans and the rice, it be like so I be so comfortable.
Whole meal.
Whole meal.
That is wild.
And a seal.
And they also
Still right.
You're right.
yeah, and it be like they make you feel good about it. It's like I feel hot, I feel sexy. It's like
You're the total
look
right
at them,
person.
they don't care. If they can walk around in this skimpy stuff, I can too. So it just makes me feel more
Comfortable.
It makes me feel more confident because that confidence they has kind of goes into you. But it's like when you
They don't care.
it's like I don't feel that confidence if I go to the same type of space with more of our people because it feels more like. Well, she got that on.
Yeah.
It's more judgy, but when I'm with them, I just let it all hang out.
All right. So we got a
Deep
chaos.
Deep full chaos.
This one is really chaotic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
My head hurt.
Your spouse is arrested and a police search finds 3 kilos of coke in your child's backpack. You can only ask 2 questions.
First,
I don't know where this came from.
Hold on.
It's
Yes,
really.
and I know the person it happened.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I
Wow.
know the person it happened. As soon as she read, I said, "Oh damn."
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Hello. No offense.
Also, yeah.
It says you can only ask 2 questions. I can only ask 2 questions.
I got it.
Go ahead.
The first one is, would you like to be buried or cremated? And the second one is blue suit or black suit.
Wow.
Because my child's
Book bag.
That's crazy.
Hey,
My child's book bag.
Well, first I want to know is because you finna go to jail. First, because I know you finna go to jail. But the second part is where the stash? Because I don't know nothing about what you got going on. So where your stash?
I don't want to know that.
No, I need to know. I need to know. I can get this shit the fuck out of my house.
I know.
That's crazy.
I'm just gone.
It really
We
happened.
finna.
Oh, you just gonna dip out? I feel it.
We did. All right, babe. See you back there.
Is
I'm
there
snitching.
a reward officer?
Hello.
He did.
I'm telling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm snitching.
Look, I'm invested at this point. Wait a minute.
His child's
Book bag.
It was a shit.
Her child.
Wow. Was they at school?
Academy.
And I only have
They
2.
all sell book bags. Get your own book bag.
I know.
Not the babies.
That's crazy.
It's a wild situation.
Lord, was the Bluey book bag? What cartoon character? What cartoon character was on the book bag? That's one of my questions. What cartoon character was on the book bag?
Y'all said 2 questions, babe. I have a plethora.
That's you.
What?
You heard me? I said 2. I only got
Like it really happened.
Girl, I'm like processing. Like, what happened?
Like,
Like, what?
Yeah,
Girl.
when you read, I went, oh my God, it's that story.
The fact-
I knew.
You know,
Wow.
I got another.
this.
I got another question.
See, you only had 2. See, you only got 2.
No.
Shut the front door.
Really need to start watching
See, this one is
I
more
need to plug
important.
in.
This one is more important.
Okay, the more important question is,
Where the hell you get that type of money? Like, where the hell did you get that type of money? That's what I
The
want.
bills be late. You be struggling to pay everything.
Yeah,
And
like,
you just walk around just.
like we didn't ask mom, can we pay a half? In Alabama Power, can we pay a third? But you can buy 3 kilos of coke.
Where your half of the rent?
Girl.
And you got this on,
Hello.
we got problems.
Real
It
problem.
is all out of way.
wow.
If you are my partner and this is what's going on, and I don't know about it, we got bigger issues.
I don't want to know about it.
Me either.
To me, we got bigger issues.
Ooh.
No, I don't want to know because
You
I'm
don't
telling
trust
you.
me enough to be a ride or die for you in this aspect?
I don't want to be.
I am not.
Ain't no way I got your last name.
Don't get
And I'm
me
not your rider.
Don't get me wrong, nigga, you're going to jail.
I done took extra shifts at work trying to make ends meet.
You know, it made me go down.
You be mad. You just be first of all.
I am not your ride or die because I'm no.
16 hours.
First of all,
But
my
for me,
child.
I want to be blindsided. I don't want to be blindsided until I would hate to find out some shit about my spouse like this. I would hate to be blindsided because the worst because
Wait a
you worried
minute.
about going to jail. You need to worry about me.
And you know the police ain't gonna believe that
We
don't
both
know.
going to jail apparently because you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it.
Cause that's my question.
Because you the
Him or
mama
me?
child.
Cause I ain't going. He going. I ain't
Right,
doing it.
because he
Because you
he
brought
ain't
my
gonna
child
make it to
into it. That's the issue. You brought the child into it.
That's my issue there.
He gonna right
You
now.
brought my child into
Hello.
it. Sorry. Baby, you got to understand. Like, it's like if you did that shit by yourself, okay, cool. But now you got my child in the mix of all this foolishness. You got to, sir, you're not gonna make it.
No.
The police need to get to you before I do.
Hello.
Baby, no.
And it was not what y'all thinking.
So clearly, husbands, if this is y'all,
Hmm.
the wives ain't sticking beside y'all.
Why are you looking at your husband?
I already apologized for the couch.
She done looked around.
Oh.
I'm not. Baby.
Him. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
If you
My boy said, I'm sorry.
on your own, then you on your own.
Keep
Hello.
making them that way.
Hello.
All I got for you is a little change on your books and a conjugal visit. That's all I got for you.
Obviously, you already got your lawyer on retainer.
That's all I got. A conjugal visit and some change
Oh,
on your
and we
books.
didn't even know a conjugal
I ain't
visit.
got no ass for you. I ain't got no ass for you if you put them kilos in my bed.
Hello.
All right, Zadora got a question. Zadora got a question.
Okay, go ahead. Cause baby, that just made me all the way mad. I just
Yeah,
got
you got
triggered
mad
a
for real.
second, right?
Let me go look in them little book bags my kids got now.
Call my husband. Make sure he.
Babe, I know you watching. Don't try it. If I could improve one thing about myself, it'd be
Improve one thing.
yes. If I could, is a fill in the blank. If I could improve one thing about myself, it'd be
Blank.
blank. I think my ADHD. I think that I would improve that because I take Adderall, but also the ADHD makes me forget to take the Adderall. So it's kind of counterproductive because I'm supposed to take the Adderall twice a day. I just finally started getting medication. Yay for me in January.
Yay.
So first time I got 2 degrees with undiagnosed, untreated ADHD.
Ain't God good.
Sound like
Yeah.
you were doing fine without
But
it.
it helps. It was like that first day I took it. I like called my mom. I was like, oh my God, my brain. It was like my brain has been running for 32 years. And it was like, just running.
How did I make it this
And
far?
like I took that very first Adderall, and then my brain just
Man,
stopped.
yes.
And I was like, oh my God.
A moment of clarity and peace.
Yeah, I was like, but see, I forgot to take it today, so my brain is running again. But it was like my brain just stopped, and it was like quiet. That little hamster wheel stopped. So if I could just improve that on a consistent basis of being able to just be able to sit down, because I have trouble focusing. So I think that would be, because I feel like if I could just sit down and focus and not get bored or restless, I can do a lot more things. I can meet my deadlines, and I can do a lot more. So I think that would be the thing, just improving that overall.
I think I need to scream that to my doctor, because I think I've been screaming that to her for like the past like 2 years or so.
Which doctor?
Yeah, but I
And
guess
then-
she's trying to like look at that as like me just being determined, and I'm like, no,
Doctors.
like
No, you don't need a
My-
doctor.
like
Switch doctors
It is an MD,
immediately.
like an internal medicine. You need a psychiatrist. Don't go to your doctor for mental health. My therapist taught me that. Do not go to your medical doctors for mental health.
They are not going to
Go
understand.
I know I will give the information. A lovely black woman.
Crystal.
No,
Okay.
no, black woman. Why I say her name? No, I can't say it because that's my business out loud. But I will give you her name. Lovely black woman who's a psychiatrist. Talk to her. She put me on all my meds. She's great. I will give that information afterwards.
I'll give mine now. Crystal Threadgill.
Oh.
Psychiatrist Crystal Threadgill. She's black.
I love it.
She's good. Good psychiatrist.
But I know for me is probably just working on giving myself grace, because these last 7 months have been crazy.
Yeah.
So like people that know me personally know my story. So my baby was a preemie. She came at 23 weeks. Water just broke 2:30 morning. Just bam. Everything that basically what I thought could go wrong went wrong. Like complications, had an infection, didn't know I had an infection, bowels didn't wake up after the emergency C-section, right hand swole up because of the needles that they put in my arm. Like I couldn't do nothing myself for like 2.5 weeks. Had pain in the right side of my side. They was like, oh, it must be the way that you slept. Couldn't find out it was pneumonia. And I had fluid around my lungs. Like basically like if we got left untreated, like it would have been way more serious than what it was. And so also during that time period, my mother-in-law also passed away. So when it like rained, it like poured. You know, and so me just trying to, how can I put it? I guess just figure out who I am again. Because once I was trying to recover, I also was visiting her in the NICU. So for like 112 days, it was just us constantly just going back and forth to NICU. While also I was going back to work because I had to go back to work. It's not like I could just take time off, you know, and heal properly like I needed to. I really couldn't. Like I couldn't afford it. And so it's just me just trying to, I guess, give myself the grace, because I feel like I need to be there or back going and running how I used to be. And I really can't.
Yeah,
you'll
never be how you used to be.
Like
It don't
you was
work
reading my
like
mind like crazy earlier.
I'm about to read it again.
Yeah.
Different way, book this time.
You can.
No, but honestly, giving yourself grace and being gentle with yourself is very important in this stage, because this body is not that body. So you have to honor the body that you have now and who you are now and where you are now, and love that in every stage. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can just take a piece at a time. You can take just the toe. You can take the whole foot when you can, the whole leg when you can. You know what I mean? Break it down in parts for you to love on that day, and choose a different part each day. add to a different part. Okay, if I'm talking about my eyes today, okay, girl, you like a Nubian queen. You look like Nefertiti in the eyes right here. If that's what gets you going in that day, then do that for you. Pour into yourself in the way that you need to, and be gentle in that. If you start running, if that's your goal for you to be able to run a game, you need to be able to run how you gonna run that. You're not gonna compare this body to your high school body.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? You have gone through a tremendous amount of things just creating life. You know what I'm saying? Just becoming a woman, just getting to your 20s, creating life, taking on another soul to be in your body with you at times. Huh? That's something, you know what I mean? Your body has to adjust to that. That's something. Your pH balance, all that.
Hello.
I mean,
it be cold.
All of the indications.
No, because you literally sharing your body with somebody else for the rest of your life. So you're not only just dealing with the things from you, you're dealing with things. He don't drink his water, if he's not eating right, this, that, and the other, that affects you. You know what I'm saying? So ever since you've had somebody else in you, if you will, you've not been that same person.
Nope.
So you have to honor who you are here. And you can also create who you want to be. So know that you have power in that. So if you want, you know what, I want to paint, I want to do this, I want to do that. If that's what's going to make you happy, because even you said you wanted to get back to knowing you, well, get forward to knowing you. Because you may not like the stuff that you used to like no more. Sounds of bells, it may set you off. Because, oh Lord, when they used to walk in that hospital room, Lord, all I used to hear was that little chime. I don't even like convenience stores no more. You may not like to go to the 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee no more because you don't like that ambiance. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just find little things. Also, if you had that hour, I would wish that you would spend that hour getting to know you and loving you. You know what I mean? But you got 24. And I feel like in those 24 hours, you can carve out at least 5 minutes a day at first. At least 15 minutes when you can. At least 30 minutes. At least an hour. I feel like an hour a day for a woman just sit. If I have to go in my bathroom and close my door,
that's right.
Children, leave me alone.
Yes, Lord.
I don't even be on the stool. Toilet seat be down. I'm just sitting in there.
This is true.
But that's my self-care time that I can afford on a Tuesday night. Now on the Wednesday night, I may be able to take myself to get a little drink.
Hello.
If I want a little spirits, if I want me a little appetizer. You know what I mean? That may be what I want. On Friday, I may want to paint. Sure now, let me get them these little bitty boys. Let me let them do that, but let me be exquisite. I'm back there like that, but everybody is occupied and you're still able to pour into yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to make a compromise to be able to do the things for you, but regardless, you're doing the thing for you. So while you point into you point into somebody else, and that's like two birds, one stone. You know what I'm saying? That's Superwoman studies right there. You know what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? Just honestly, be gentle. That grace is so important.
Amen.
That grace is so important. I mean, Jesus even gave Peter grace.
Hello.
Cool. A word.
I mean, if this folks say, hey, you know Jesus.
A word.
You know Jesus. You know that man. We looked at Jesus. You know him. He was like, no.
I don't know him.
I don't know him. No, he was just on Jesus' couch eating popcorn and bonbons. I don't know that.
Take yourself.
I don't know right here. J-Dog. You know JC. You know what I'm saying? 3 times they came back and asked that man.
He said no.
And what Jesus did, he was still that nigga. You know, it was good that nigga was a nigga. I had to tell the story in the way that I hear.
Amen.
You're welcome.
It is. It is.
The parallel of the story is what was important.
Yeah, I've just come to realize like this part. I want to prove how I treat myself.
Yeah,
self-care.
I have a horrible habit, and I've been doing this way. That's why, you know, when I tell folks how long I've been married, you know, it's like, oh, 15 years, y'all been together since high school, yada yada yada. Yeah, when I always had this phrase I tell myself through the course of it: adapt and adjust to you in your situation to make everything easy for you. And I've done that for years. It just became a second nature. It's just it was just a common thing. Oh, I might feel like I want to change up the weather a little bit. You don't like the weather being changed up. I'm sorry, my bad. We're gonna go back to how the weather's supposed to be. I've just, for years of my life, I adjusted to everybody else's temperature and never thought about my own. I became okay with not worrying about my own. To the point I don't like. If you ask me now who I am, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a daughter. I take care of everybody else before I take care of myself. I used to always say, as long as everybody else is okay, then I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my cup is like bone dry, like
Girl.
it has been sitting on that shelf in old time pottery for years. It is collecting cobwebs. So I've just recently come to the point that I gotta stop doing that because I've been through the dark waters, I've been through the darkness, I've had my breaking points. I've been to the point that I was like, you know what? I think I've had enough. I think I'm done being here now. I think I'm ready to go now. I've been through those points, and thankfully, I've been able to sail through it and not listen to the things that's been going on in my head. Because Lord knows, if I had let the voices do what the voices wanted to do,
Now that's a word.
this will be an entirely different outcome. So, improving how I treat myself and remember that I gotta love me before I try to love and take care of everybody else. Because I stopped doing that so long ago that I didn't
raise my
remember
hand
how
like
to
I'm
do
in
it for myself.
I'm saying this for you because I know you. Because I know her, that is a big improvement.
Mm-hmm.
The Toya I met literally has always been doing something for
Everybody else.
someone. Literally down to her mother, her father, her sisters, her husband, her child. So I have seen them. I've witnessed if she does a little bit from the surface, like
Everybody in chaos.
what's going on? Well, why did what's the problem? The real thing is what's the problem? Y'all are satisfied already.
Mm-hmm.
Let her get herself some self-satisfaction. For me, I'll do the same thing, but at the same time, when I do it, I don't give a damn what y'all feeling.
Neither.
Well, why you? Because I feel like it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? I can't do for y'all if I ain't right.
Yeah.
Every time you see me do that, I always just sit and be like, damn, I wish I had that little bit of energy like that.
I don't give a fuck. Who mad about it? I'm big on my back. I'm getting my biggest thing is even though I'm getting better with it, if I had to change something, it would be really, really sitting down on my boundaries.
That's right.
Standing there.
Now,
Big on
as of and it took me
Fly.
things don't really change until a funeral and you get married.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I really witnessed it when I got married.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be from the people that you least expected from.
Mm-hmm.
And my bucket went off. If that makes sense. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm not answering the phone no more. I'm not accepting this no more. I'm not dealing with this no more because first off, who you talking to? Why are you bringing this to me? This is not my issue. These are not my problems. Y'all figure it out because I'm good over here. Stop dumping on me.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot be the superhero when I have my own things going on. I cannot take on the world in myself, in what I got.
Hello.
So I need you to listen to me to understand versus listen to just to have a response.
That's right.
I've also gotten better, or I'm getting better with learning what actually triggers me, understand what triggers me. Because you know how sometimes people get angry at things and not realize what it is about that makes us so enraged. I get triggered from dismissive behavior. Because we don't feel heard. Let me just get my thoughts. Whether it might sound crazy to you or not, let me just finish what I'm saying. Let me get it out just so I can feel better about it. I don't care if you don't want to hear it. It'd be better for me to let it off.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a big problem. And I've dealt with that more so with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Where it started.
Because that's who you learned it from.
To understand more than but realistically, they're the reason why.
Yep, they're the ones who you learned
They're
it.
the ones that make you feel that.
Yep.
And they're trying to understand.
You got boundaries.
For them, they also went through it. Stop dumping that on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tolerate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to do that. So for me, like Toya, try to. I know who I am, but at the same time, that little bit of my boundaries, I wish I could get completely better.
I love that. And all you guys have been mentioning things where I feel like stems to why I want to improve this. So for me, I always want to improve my outlook on change. And the reason why is because I feel like when it comes to breaking generational curses, boundaries, all those come with change. And I feel like for the longest, I was afraid of change. I was afraid if I put boundaries here, is it going to change the dynamic between me and this person? Is it going to change the dynamic between me and my family?
Yeah.
Is it going to shake some things up that I'm afraid that's, going to happen? Like for the longest, even being a mother or a wife, it was like if I start to love myself too much, will my kids feel neglected? If I start to love myself too much, will I feel like, will I not need my husband anymore? So for me, I want to improve my outlook on change, because at that point I'm able to put the boundaries in place, and whatever change comes with it, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as I am, like you said, filling my cup, I have to trust myself and God to know that it's going to pour out. It can't help but to pour out in positivity and love. And at that point, the outlook is positive.
Yep.
Always.
That self-trust is very important.
And that's why I try to tell people, like you said, pour from a full cup, because it's a lady, I think her name is Dr. Spirit, and she said the number one indicator to know how your children are going to be successful when they develop and become adults is the level of hold on, because I wrote it on my Facebook. The number one indicator of how children grow up to thrive is based on the quality of their mother's happiness and mental wellness. So when you take care of you and you're happy, that teach your children. We teach them. They learn everything from us. That's why I'm so big on, I love children, because they don't know no better. They're sponges. They suck up everything around them. So when adults put those expectations like adults on children, they don't know no better. Did you teach them? Did you take time out to show them how to conflict resolution, how to solve these problems, how to emotionally regulate themselves? A lot of adults don't know how to do that. So they have these high expectations on children to be perfect when they're not. We're not perfect. And I love always referring us and how we respond to children back to God. God give you chances after chances after chances after chances, and you always try, maybe messing up. Kids are the same way. So give them grace the same way God gives us grace, in situations, because we're all growing. But please pour into yourselves. Please. Yes. Please. Because it's important. Your children deserve a happy mom. Because think about our parents, realistically.
You deserve to be a happy mom.
Because you might never saw that before. Your mom actually happy, like genuinely, not moments of happiness, but happy, taking care of herself. So it's important for us to change that dynamic of how we show up for our kids, because they thrive when we thrive.
It's the little bit of changes I've been doing. I'm just amazed at how big.
Yes.
I can't believe I did this all this time.
Yes. Small wins, baby. Small wins.
Small wins.
Mm-hmm.
Even I never said one.
Okay.
The first one I feel is the first thing I would improve for myself is shut up.
Mm.
You got
I mean, it is what it is.
It's okay.
That's the first thing.
Sometimes we have to.
Yes. Accountability. We love
And
it.
it's for so many reasons, but recently the main one is
Not everybody's on the same journey I'm on. Not everybody's on the same path I'm on. Some people are at the beginning of
their healing. Some people are at the end of their healing. Some people are deep in their trauma. Some people are at the end of their trauma. Some people don't even know that they're in trauma. So it's not for me to point out. Let them be. When they get through it, when they realize it, when they break it up, I'll be there. But for right now, I'll just shut up. That's why I say shut up.
Second one is comparison. Facebook, social media has really been a big one for me. Number one, as a twin mom. Number one, as a number two, as a single mom. Number three, as a special needs mom. Number four, as just a woman in general.
Yeah.
It's just so many reasons, but mainly just because social media puts these things out, and I have to remind myself the opinion of the masses is not my truth. Because just because everybody says, well, my child is reading and she's 3,
baby, I was just feeling so guilty of mom guilt. I was feeling so deep in depression because I was like, what am I doing wrong? Come find out my baby has dyslexia. But I'm over here comparing.
Yeah.
You're like, and people get on social media, and yes, we're all proud of our children. But I always try to do better for myself, especially. I don't like being dismissive of just, even though it's my life, that might not be somebody else's life. There's a way to be proud of your child without putting down other people.
That's right.
There's a way to say how proud you are of being a mom without putting down other moms. And I hate that social media has got to this point of I'm a perfect mom, I'm a great mom because my child's doing this.
They be embellishing. A lot of them be like,
What you
they'll
say?
be like, yeah, my 2-year-old said, Mama, you ain't gotta pump the gas because I got you.
But did he?
That
Did he
2-year-old
really?
said McDonald's.
Like,
Did he really
like,
say
I'm
that?
The
like,
weird-
people be posting, people be lying.
Yeah.
People will post that don't believe nothing you see on social media.
No.
It be the comments.
Yeah, be
Yes, sis, I know that's right.
I be like
The comments.
the clickbait.
Yes.
Facebook just to get people response. I'm like, man, why you say that? You know you don't believe that.
you know.
Men that cook or sassy, girl, shut the fuck up.
People be doing that to
Baby,
get
it is-
engagement.
Yeah.
Facebook
And I
can't
Pay
don't like
people
that.
now.
That's
Mhm.
negativity in the atmosphere. And now you opening up something that a can of worms that really didn't nobody ask for. Like, stop.
That's why you gotta ignore it so they
That,
don't
that
get money.
attention seeking, that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Right, that's what in the first place.
Ooh, I-
That trade, somebody look at me, bitch. I'm just gonna completely take my glasses off.
Insecure.
I can't see
Some
that.
people need validation and they don't
I
care.
ain't see nothing. I just
Blind. Stevie Wonder.
So next question is I understood the value of a good cry when blank happened.
Ooh,
A good cry.
A good.
a good cry.
I'll say for me was, oh, you good?
Okay. Well, mine's real quick. This is the first thing that comes to mind.
Go ahead.
Is when the kids start doing homework, like getting frustrated with the kids,
Oh.
and they act like they don't know what they're doing. It's like, you know what? Hold on, just go in the bathroom, like. And then I come out and I'm like, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We're back. Hey, we're back. That homework.
You can't yell at them and it's fine.
That is wild.
So that was makes me after that good cry.
Wow.
I'll say a good cry for me was when my aunt transitioned, when she passed away. A lot of times people internalize the grief and hold on to it. Baby, I cried for 3 days straight. Every time anything, I would bawl, I would cry, but it made me process through that grief, holding on to it and trying to like just put the trauma in my body. I let it go. And it made it easier for me to be able to accept it. Because it was already something I kind of knew was going to happen because God's spirit, whoever you believe in, had already told me. But crying, letting it out, is catharsis. It's a release. You let it go. So I think that's when I realized crying is very important, especially with grief.
I found that high anxiety and when I feel completely overwhelmed, crying is a great way to release the pressure. And the other time I cry is if I found that my inner child trigger is when I'm in a vulnerable situation and I feel exposed, like if I'm giving my authentic feeling, if I'm like, you may see me do a love poem on stage and I'm flashing and I'm thinking about my husband or he's sitting right there and I'm really in that poem, I may start crying. Or if I feel misunderstood. And so I feel you on that when you said, just let me finish, just let me get it out. Because if I feel like
and if I feel like I'm understanding you and I'm not understood on the other side, then I feel very frustrated because that's something that's happened to me my whole life.
Yeah.
And so my outlet out of that is just to let it come out. Like I'm listening, I just gotta let this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get my thoughts together. Because otherwise, that water is in my brain and it's shaking everything up. So now I'm just mad. The water boiling now. The tea kettle about to fucking pop. I'm about to start cussing people out. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really who I've been in my life, because I've always been very empathetic and listened to the other side of the story. So when it's not presented back to me, which is more often than not, you know what I'm saying? It frustrates the hell out of me, especially if I feel like I've given so much and so much and so much and so much, and then all you've gathered is this much, and then I feel ultimately misunderstood. Like, damn, I didn't gave this of myself. So then it's like self-reflection. Okay, well, did you ask me to give you this, or did I just do it on my own? Did you ask me to do this? So are you upset because that's yours?
Okay.
Because
oh, all right.
I saw D face. I'm like,
Because he ain't come around that corner like.
because he was still standing by the door.
Yeah.
My
boy in the refrigerator.
The man do what he need to do.
Because I was like, is somebody gonna come check it?
Oh, I knew. I could sense that it was like, don't make me weird.
I was just say, once
I knew it was Dre.
I'd be ready. I'd be like,
And the way he paused to see what we were, I knew it was Dre. But yeah, then it's self-reflection. Did I do this on my own? Is that self-sabotage? Did I betray did you betray me by not listening? Or did I betray myself by expecting this from you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did I give too much of my vulnerability in that time? So then I'm closed off. Then I'm listening. Anyway, when I get moments like that, I feel like releasing the pressure and bringing it down to, you know, getting it out. And because also holding that stuff in and letting it fester, it grows.
Yep.
It's like mold. Yeah. And then it grows all within you. And now you bitter and you even, we go back to that church lady.
That's what say that bitter church lady sitting on the front pew.
Do something to get it out. Even if you didn't want to cry, you know, you can write it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Write it out, burn it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Rip it up.
Yep.
You know, write it on this is
A plate.
A plate.
Mhm.
Go to the dollar store,
And
get you some
cra-
plates.
and
Right?
just
Great.
break.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Throw it at the wall.
I saw that. And I
You know what I'm
You
saying?
Mhm.
It's a release.
Yeah.
It's
a great
speaking-
release.
Speaking release real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all ever heard this, but crying is actually the best way to release your liver. So if you are dealing with certain fatty liver or
Right.
you know that's what we hold a lot of fester, like you said, fester some things. So the best way is to cry to release that. Nothing else does that. Herbs and crying.
You ain't cry. You need a good cry. That's all right.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I got a dark humor.
Hold on.
Your
Wait a
journey
minute.
matters.
Okay, here we go. For me.
Moment I had a really, it was kind of more of a scream, but I think some tears were mixed up in there, but it's neither here nor there. I think it's all in the same realm. But I have depression episodes that pop up here and there. And this was one of my episodes, and I could tell, I was like, okay, this is feeling a little more odder than normal. I was like, okay, this feels like it's going to get kind of bad. Normally, I don't ask for help or anything, dude. I just kind of ride the wave. That's how I'm accustomed to dealing with it. So I was like, you know what? I probably kind of really need to ask for some kind of help. One time, I actually asked and reached out for some help, and I was like, look, I'm slipping. Anything sharp in the house, please take it and hide it. Because I know this ain't finna work out well. And in the midst of me saying that, you know, you kind of expect like, okay, I need to do what I need to do to help you. Instead, it turned into, why would you do that? You know what happened to, you know what happened in my family with such and such. Why would you do? And it turned, and it's now I'm sitting there like, well, heck, I shouldn't have just said, I guess I just should have went on and not said nothing, just went ahead and did it since this made you angry at me asking you for help. And so they still did it after the chastising stuff. They still did it. But then once they left, I sat in that room and it's just everything just turned. It just came out and I just screamed to the top of my lungs in the middle of the room, just screaming. I don't know how long I screamed. All I know, I think I kind of passed out and went to sleep at one point. That was a good ass nap, though. But
it's a release.
Everything just came out in that moment. And I know for a period of time, I was like, I ain't asking for help never again.
Mhm.
It kind of did that for a period of time. I had to slowly just kind of
Fight through
learn
it.
who and where to
That's
ask
right.
for the help. It's sad it turned out that way because, I expected that person to be
Never who you
my
expect.
help when I needed.
Yeah.
And instead you turned around and chastised me and made me now clam up and like, fuck this, I ain't never saying shit again. I'm just gonna deal how I want to deal. So, but that was the moment I had a really deep cleansing cry. Like I've never felt nor cried like that ever again after that point.
How long ago was that?
That was a year ago. Like a year or a year and a half ago, give or take.
Come lay on my
Not you
tits.
purging all that stuff
Come lay right here.
for
'Cause
all that time. Finally,
It
and let you know how it festered.
Yeah.
I didn't know yet. I never thought about it being that bad. I just, like I said, I'm always used to just gravitating, working.
Piling it on top.
I'm autopilot. I'm always on autopilot. Worry about everybody else. Take care of
You
everybody
only
else.
getting out a little bit.
Yep.
And then in the time, so you only get out a little bit, and then you just pile more stuff, and then you just get out a little bit more, and then so the episodes being in the loop because you never got rid of the first episode.
Exactly.
You just piling, so now you got 25 stuffed down in your body.
Exactly.
And until you spring got 25 of them, you couldn't get no rest, and that's wild.
That's always how I thought of how to handle my depression episode. Just sit back, just do that. Just sit there. It's gonna go away eventually. I don't do nothing to relieve it. I just let it ride itself out. And that'll be the times like I don't call people for days, weeks, sometimes months, depending on how bad it is. But that's just how I dealt with it. Just get into my little hole
Internalize.
and then wait for it until I can be a normal person. Because I know if I try to talk when I'm in that moment, I know folks, because I know she can't do that with her. Definitely, she'll sit there in the slightest little turn of your voice. What the fuck wrong with you?
Talk to me. We're gonna do this right now because we do it for each other.
That's right.
The accountability is always
Yeah.
like I'm. If you gonna say one, I recognize it, and they always recognize it. So it's like, nah, what's really wrong with you? Like we ain't gotta talk about it if you don't want to, but I'm gonna get it out. We gonna find a way to get it out a little bit. So yeah,
That's why we love you.
I love it.
of course.
So I would say that, and I'm gonna piggyback off Kay, with the high anxiety. So 4 years ago, almost to the day, probably past a few days, I had my first panic attack ever. And of course, 4 years ago, it was in the middle of the panini press, pandemic.
Panini press.
In the pepperoni pizza.
Yes, the peppermint patty, So that was my
The
first panic
panoramic.
attack. And so over time after that, it was rough. I was having like 3 panic attacks a day. I couldn't walk outside because heat would trigger me. I couldn't take a shower because the humidity would trigger me. Rain was calming, but I went outside and again, humidity triggered me. So I was having panic attacks for no reason. And my body was just nauseous. So eventually, over that time, one day I just cried. When I say I cried, and shout out to my husband because that was a new journey for him too. Because he was like, "What's wrong with you? Like, you can't. We're not finished." He told me one morning, "Hey, I know you got to cry to get it out, but we can't do this. You gotta get yourself together because this ain't what I know." But that was just he was trying to figure out how to help me. But anyway, I'm saying all this to say that when I had that one good cry, I realized that anxiety that had always been there, it all culminated in those panic attacks. All the stress, all of the trauma, everything that I've been through had been culminating and showed itself in a physical form, not mental. So I'm gonna tell y'all this: that stuff was physical. It was not mental at all. I'm not gonna say at all, but it was manifesting itself in physical. Like I went to the hospital and I literally could not sign my name because my hands were like, I can't even describe it. They look warped.
Oh wow.
And they said it was because I had been silently hyperventilating and I didn't know. So there was an imbalance between the carbon dioxide in my body and the oxygen. So it caused my muscles to retract.
Jeez.
It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen, and I haven't seen anything like it since. So what I'm saying is I learned to start crying. I don't cry all the time anymore. But when I have that sense of overwhelm, when I have a sense of like, I don't know what else to do, I'm not going to sit in the room and be like, ah! That little bit where I just go shut the door and I close the blinds and I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do. Lord, help me. All right, now I'm all right. I done got myself together and I'm going about my business because I done released whatever it was that I was feeling. And I'm going to deal with it. I done said about it, I done thought about it, I done cried about it. Okay, now how we gonna deal with it? Because now I'm working in solutions. I can't sit no more in
problems.
Yeah, I can't sit no more and I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I need to, we just gonna figure it. No, we need Kirsten needs solutions to figure out how to resolve this trauma, how to resolve past relationships with my family and things like that. I need to figure out all that stuff. And I know I can't fix it in a day, but it's not for me to hold that in anymore. I need to work on figuring that part out and walk on it and live in the moment.
And you can do both.
And
like
you
can
both.
cry and then the solution. That's what I do nowadays. I'm so afraid to go into that depression state from when I was holding it in. It was like, nah, I ain't going there again. So I'm gonna just holler. But then I'm gonna find a solution afterwards.
Yeah, because isn't it so different?
It is.
When you walk in that direction, isn't it so different than you're sitting there dogpiling on yourself about, well, why are these people like this? Or why does this person feel this way about me? Or why am I reacting this way to somebody? No, sis, do the work.
Right. That's
Do
right.
the work and figure it out. Right. If you gotta talk to a therapist, talk to your therapist about it. You
Peer
gotta it out. You gotta go in your coloring book because I got 5.
I do too.
And 100 marker set.
Yeah.
That's right.
If I gotta go color and figure it out, then I'm gonna go color and figure it out.
That's right.
Get back to it.
Yes. Yes. Every time. They do.
I also want to say I cry in the light as opposed to the darkness. And if I can, I cry in the sun because that's where my enlightenment and my clarity comes from. You need that vitamin D with everything.
Yes, God.
Spirituality, but I'm not. But you need that alignment for your body. So I would say cry in the light. Don't cry in the darkness because the darkness creates more shadows. So you want to cry in the light. So let me just say that. So for anybody that's dealing with, if it's something that you're grieving, whether it's a time that you don't have anymore, a person you don't have anymore, a solution that you can't find when you're grieving something, cry in the light.
Cold niggas.
The question was, what was the last good cry?
Yeah.
I feel like I've had so many bad ones.
I had a chaos jar.
Whoa.
Oh, here you go.
Got a dark.
Got a little
dark.
Trying to
lighten the mood.
Got a little dark.
Chaos jar. If I had a nickel for time, if I had
Jeremy wrote that.
if I had a nickel for time, I heard blank, I'd be rich.
Mom.
Are you a therapist?
Mommy.
You ain't got that yet, but you go. But you.
I don't hear that one. I don't hear mom.
I do.
You know
Every
what I hear?
day.
Dora. My kids call me by my first name. So,
No,
Dora.
No, ma'am. Mom.
Can
They been calling me.
Oh. Can you come help me do this? It's not even.
Which is bad.
I need you to do this for me.
I love to say that, but it's not. He's not the problem that does it. It's
Blank.
also
Your fault.
And people that don't know how to say good morning, how you doing? That I be having issues with. I'm like, hey, can you do good morning?
How are you?
How are you? Can I help? I don't like.
Don't just go straight to the.
God damn.
It's definitely the same.
Did you brush your teeth today? Before you get to ask me these questions. But
All these age questions.
But for real, can you do that? And you know my answer is every time.
No.
No, it's silence. I just look at them. Like, what the fuck you think? I'm not.
My favorite line is it's not in my job description.
Listen.
Therefore, it's above you.
Listen.
I cannot tell you how many times I go according to this booklet I got when I got hired on. I do this, and this. Until you put extra points.
What you say? Okay.
I don't have the capacity for that.
That's right.
That's it, cause
That's
baby,
But can you do me a favor?
I ain't got the capacity for that. I ain't got it in me.
Hi, Bree.
Hold on, wait a minute. I have to call her.
Breezy.
Hey, my favorite Mexican.
Yeah.
Y'all, she's not Mexican.
No,
though.
she's Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican.
Chaos jar.
Yeah.
We get shut down.
That is my best.
Let me save the LLC.
Jesus Christ.
No, we're not doing
This is a PR
Here
nightmare.
we go. Choose a petty superpower to give to someone you do not like.
I had this
A
earlier
petty
today.
superpower to give to someone that you do not like.
Say it.
The Midas touch.
Everything you touch turn to gold.
Everything you touch turn to gold. Think about it.
It don't matter. What
It don't matter.
What the touch.
Or
Thank you.
I got you. Or I'm going Ghost Rider here. The power of decomposition.
They just start decomposing.
Everything you touch decomposes.
Now I like
Oh,
that.
You can't eat. You can't eat nothing.
I like
you
that.
can't drink nothing. You can't even.
But you
sit
can't
in a
touch no
chair.
children or nothing. That's
Yeah.
why I think about everything. Hey, don't touch my baby! Don't touch my baby! Get back!
I got on white gloves.
At all.
Roll back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had to have them gloves on.
Yep.
Ooh, what would I do?
Mine would be you turn to a pillow of salt.
Hey God,
Come on, Lot.
by looking, look,
Lot's wife.
When you think about
by
it,
looking at me, you can turn to salt.
yeah, you look at it,
Look
you
my
turn
way.
to a pillow of salt.
Oh
What
wow.
did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? Oh, anytime you even think of
Oh.
the initials DB,
Uh
sink.
huh. Think.
Think it backwards, sink. Because we was on the same
Think.
I say the power of the Popeyes biscuit.
Oh,
Every
Because
time.
now they can't swallow.
Okay, every time your mouth gets set to say something stupid,
hey God,
your
you need
mouth
it.
should feel like a
No,
Popeyes
honey.
biscuit is trying to
I
go
was
down.
gonna
No,
say,
honey, no,
every
no.
time your mouth gets set to talk shit about somebody, you release pellets.
Oh.
Like a guinea pig.
I think
Pellets.
You just
Every time you talk shit, you shit.
hey God.
Pellets. So
you just walking and shit.
Oh,
just a pellet.
that's disgusting.
Because I bet you'll keep that negativity off your lips.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Pellet.
Just gonna give them
Now you
halitosis.
shit.
Now you shouldn't.
Look, just gonna give them shitty mouth. Halitosis out this mud.
They don't care.
You know what?
Oh,
Baby,
What
don't
you
come
guys
talking to
do?
me.
This is gonna be real petty.
It's
What
okay.
is
We
it?
need the petty.
You thought about it.
I'm going to wish you an itch in your ass that can never be
Ooh.
like no matter what, no matter you can't scratch it and it will never go away.
Squeezing my cheeks on that one. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't want to wish death on somebody, but I want to wish you a very
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Like, I want you to have an itch in your ass that can never go
Uncomfortable
away.
a-hole.
You can't reach.
I don't think minus that do the booty. I think the minus that for the cootie. Hello.
Yeah, that's
No,
nothing.
You need some preparation H.
You can't scratch.
An itch that you cannot scratch that will never go away. Right?
Do you know how just annoying that is? Itch already. Ooh.
See, you can never. It'll never go away.
I'm talking about you sitting there like this all day, just ooh. I feel like mine. I feel like the super. Oh,
Hey,
hey,
chaos
let's go
going.
chaos.
I am. That's your man. My
Oh,
hair.
who's a celebrity you will push down a set of stairs if you could get away with it? Trump.
Next question.
Then I would help him get back up and re-push him back down.
Don't fight me, Oprah.
Oh
Oprah. I feel that.
I would judo kick Oprah.
I feel that.
Judo.
I do feel that.
That's very specific.
Knowing now what I thought I knew,
Right
Yeah.
in the dead center of
Yeah.
she got to go.
She's
Tyler
prepared.
Listen. Listen. I'm with you when you're right.
The ideal that you. Well, it's just the ideal of how you write this.
Yes. Stop writing us in a negative light.
They gonna be singing too.
Yeah, they is now. They gonna sing.
But you know when they got a little money, they got the ones on the side. These.
Little tape. With marble weeds. Don't worry
Just the
about
way
it.
that he writes his stuff, like the movies
Yeah.
and stuff, and how you portray black women.
Yeah. I feel
Oh,
you.
I-
He
Like,
monetizes
like-
trauma.
Like,
It's his trauma.
Mhm.
It's his trauma.
Now,
A lot of it, well, I didn't say a lot of it. The beginning stuff was his trauma.
I'm
he ain't a black woman. He ain't a black woman though. He
But
ain't.
I'm saying from what he saw, from his
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't trust that.
It was his trauma. However,
I do think too.
but in
I
Temptation,
think so.
like what trauma he saw with a girl.
Hey guys, y'all are over talking each other.
Go ahead. Back to Temptation.
Yeah, the movie Temptation kind of like pissed me off.
Like that.
Yeah, because he got so Jerry Smollett character, whatever, like cheat on her husband because he was born in bed and everything else. She was trying to do stuff, he didn't want to do nothing. So guess what? She ended up stepping out. Then she ended up getting AIDS. And then it was
Hey,
like,
God damn.
then she came back.
It's like it's so extreme.
And then it's like, oh, I gotta dress back down into being an old lady, and then I gotta watch my ex-husband now move on with another woman and a child in his family, like in the same time. Like I can't be happy. Like she didn't. I mean, it was like toxic.
I felt like it was real though. Now that was one movie that I could actually picture happening to somebody because literally STDs are everywhere. Once you step out, it could be your first time, it could be your 100th time. It's gonna happen. She might not, and I guess to play devil's advocate, she might not even have the financial means to even move somewhere else. Moving is expensive.
2 years.
Hello.
It wasn't necessarily the fact of like moving or anything. It was just the fact it was like she reverted back to like, oh, I gotta dress.
She went back to her comfort.
Yeah.
Because that's how she grew up. That's where she came from. Before she got in that big city, she was a country girl dressing like that.
No offense, but PK.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's PK.
So she had to go back to what she
It
knew.
was what it was.
What I used to do. Hey God.
Maybe she thought that would bring her some happiness.
Tyler Perry is, I feel like 50-50. I understand where everyone's coming from. Oh, he's portraying black women like this, but there are women that are actually like that. And I truly believe that he's come across or been privy to the stories of women or seen, you know, whatever women that are actually like that. And just because you don't like the portrayal, don't make it not so. And I've been wanting to say that on a lot of these posts, but I don't be trying to be wrong. But that's really what it is. Tyler Perry, as a writer, you write drama, you're going to write something that's going to evoke the audience to talk about your stuff. Because one thing about Tyler Perry is you're going to talk about his
But
movie, you're going to talk about his play.
Can we see some
every single
triumphs?
time. Some what?
Some triumphs with the black women.
Here's the thing. There's plenty of triumph type things. You know what I'm saying? That's not his lane.
I don't like that.
It's not the lane that he dwells in. However, he does have plenty of things I feel to where there is something awry that happened, and then they do have a triumph at the end of the story. It's just most people don't want to see nobody have to go through something to get to the triumph. And I understand that, but shit, that's how life go.
I like that.
Most of us have to go through something to get to the triumph. So I relate to a lot of his stories, not personally from what I've seen, but from what I've helped counsel other women from, what I've helped save other women from people spilling their stories out. Oh,
or them talking about even some of these plays and some of these stories. Ooh, that was my mama. That happened to my mama, and da 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 da. There's some things that are changed around. Some of it may be extreme at times, but it's still the
It catch your attention.
basis of the storyline, and it is true and accurate in things that we witness in real life.
Well, it's just the fact for me, the man come in and be like Captain Saberhole. Type thing. Like
He's a man writing about women. So how you expect a man to have the woman's perspective all the way? So let's give that a little, you know what I mean? He's a man. I mean, I'm not trying to denounce what you're saying, but I'm saying he's also a man writing about women.
And we watch
And
it.
this is his perspective.
And we keep watching it.
And there are women watching it. What the women gonna do every time? I agree. I disagree. And that's.
And it keeps them paid.
Right now, we had to buy Shamar Moore and them braids. I'm just saying, Shamar Moore and them braids come in.
It's one thing though I do want to say.
I don't really think I think y'all give more credit to the man than the woman in the story too. Yes, the man came there, but the woman still decided that she had to overcome this mindset of what happened to her in her past, be able to let her guard down to be open to being with the man, though her sister got handed everything. In the light, it looks like she's the princess of all there. She's getting the ass whooped at nighttime when she think wrong from her husband. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a different dynamic of you may think that this is going on, but this is what's actually happened. You may think that you're over your trauma, but in actuality, your guard is up. At some point, it just so happened that her point was a man coming. So I understand the concern and the Captain Saberhole. But the man, he just used a man in that sense. It may not be a man. It may be your sister girl that's coming to pull you up out of there. It may be this, it may be that. But that's just the thing that was used. I feel like we get so stuck on the details that we miss the story and the lesson that's in it altogether. And I think that I always look for the story in the lesson. And maybe that's why I view things differently in most aspects. Because I'm like, well, why am I going through, even in the first one, why am I going through this? What is the thing that I'm supposed to learn from this? Because Lord, I can't be going through this for no reason.
That'd be the one.
You know what I mean? So in the movie, I'm like, she can't be going through this for no reason. Let me process what happened. Let me pull my emotion back and see what the hell happened. Oh well, they went to the funeral. They pulled that man's body up out their casket. But I understood that it was an enabled family over here. It was a pastor that felt like he overstepped his boundaries from the position that he was in. Because I feel like he was wrong for saying what he did from where he was, because you up there judging people just like because you up there judging people just like them folks who we talked about in topic number 1. You know what I mean? It's the preacher girl that's listening to her father because this is right, and you so focused on having a marriage like your parents that you're not even realizing that this man is not your daddy. So that and that are already not synonymous. You know what I mean? And you missed all the flags because you're trying to please somebody else's opinion. I take that person. I would have never married my starting husband who hadn't been to me listening to my mama. And trying to please the PK mindset that was presented in front of me. Oh, you'll learn to love this man because that's for a different day. But I'm just saying, I feel like the stories are accurate, dramatized, yes. But the foundation is accurate and it's for somebody. It may not just be your teeth. You may want brains here. That was it.
Because let's be honest.
Oh, that was Earl Grey.
You only know your narrative.
Yeah.
We don't know what other people go through because we're not there. And just like I cannot watch Divorce in the Black because it's very triggering for me. Very triggering for me. So I know I can't watch it. But it may be somebody out there that's going through that same situation that ain't out of it like I'm out of it. They might be looking at that like, dang, that kind of sounds like my situation. And now they see something so they can get out. They may have saw the first movie where, what was the one with the lady getting kicked out the house and everything? Yeah. Somebody might have seen that movie. It might have related to them in a situation they're going through. The lady that, every movie I feel speaks to somebody because we're all at different stages of our lives. We're all different ages of our lives. We're at different socioeconomic levels. We all grew up differently with different things. Some people grew up with trauma. Some people grew up with a silver spoon. We're all growing in different places. But these movies, once you talk about it on Facebook, you either watching it for yourself to talk about it some more and stay in the conversation, or you're watching it so that you can understand it more, or you just like his stuff. So either way it goes, he's doing what he wants to do, which is get you to watch it, which puts more money in his pocket.
True. Either way, he can pay.
Right. Okay, but I have a point, and this is to something Kay said earlier. What? Okay, this has been like a peeve of mine because back it was during Black History Month, and me and my friends we was like, let's watch some black movies, but we was like, we're gonna watch a black movie that's not trauma. And we sat there
And
for
couldn't think of
2
one.
hours because one of my friends was like, we gonna show one of my white friends some black movies, but we don't want to show them black trauma. And that's what we sat there. I mean, when I tell y'all, we was getting microscopes, splitting damn hair, trying to. We came up with nothing, and that's the issue. Why does every media portrayal of black people got to be trauma, got to be struggle? And I know that's what we deal with on life and day-to-day life and all of that. I know it's real. But why can't we just have black joy? Why does it always have to be struggle from end to end? I can tell you, name a white movie that's just a happy movie or a love story or something positive, and you can go through a plethora of movies and cinema and books. But that's the issue, and it's not even just Tyler Perry, it's just everybody in film with black people. We don't have anything that's just joy.
You just answered it. You just answered it.
What?
The industry.
That's
because
what I'm saying.
that's what sells. White people make joyful movies, and we all go see those joyful white movies. So it makes money, so they keep making them. They make trauma with black people. We all go watch the trauma, so they say, well, it sells. Let's push more trauma.
Somebody needs to be that person to say, okay, no more. We've never had the opportunity to even support joy because joy never goes out.
It's gonna have to be more than just one person. It's gonna have to be like we all gotta say.
That was no. Joy don't go. That's a word right there though. Joy does not get displayed out there like that.
It does not.
So
it doesn't.
It's really not. Realistically, everything is society. It's all society based. It's all within the system. It's puppeteering. That's all it is. It's
what makes money.
It's what makes money.
And at a point, we need to stop supporting all of the. At a point, we need to stop supporting the trauma because I don't watch trauma porn, and I will block or unfollow people if some trauma porn. I call trauma porn.
I get what she's saying.
Trauma porn is a thing. It's like
you have to watch it. You find enjoyment in watching people's trauma.
Like George Floyd, or when people get shot, and if something happens, and niggas, excuse me,
niggas, we'll get 3 hours in. You good now?
You felt it. That was the word. Go ahead. And niggas be like sharing it, and it's like, get this shit off my timeline. I don't want to
throw a
that.
dead body at you.
Like, I don't want to see dead bodies and stuff. I don't want to see somebody that I have never watched any of those tapes. None of them. I don't watch body cams. I don't want to see that. And y'all need to stop sharing it. Can we stop giving people views on it? Yes, we know it's out there. Yes, we know it's wrong. Yes, we can discuss it, but stop sharing it. Stop spreading it.
Stop saying inbox me the video.
That part. I understand the desensitization.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She's like, I'm trying here.
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
Right.
You know what I mean.
But also that's our perspective and how we feel. Most Black people don't know triumph without struggle.
Yeah.
And that's what they relate to other Black people with.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it's a story of hope, of you being this and then you become this, which is in a lot of Black movies. But you're always going to have the struggle part because they feel like the lineage of Black people, origin and struggle. And that has been our history for so long that there's no other difference in us knowing. We don't know nothing else. You know what I mean? Except for when you live in real life, you like, well, this is nice. Why don't talk about this? Because they don't know that to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Even in
People
the
like things
cartoons,
that are relatable.
struggle is even in the
That
kids'
part.
cartoons.
And so
that's
people keep
relatable.
going to see it
Trauma
in the
is
industry
relatable.
because you know what that feel like. Oh my God, she got hit. I remember when I got hit when I was 19 in the middle of the street. Oh my God, I gotta go see how she overcame it. Oh, how'd she get to that part? Oh, I gotta see this story. I gotta see how it plays out. You know what I mean? You attach to that because there's something in it that you relate to. But I will say there is some people that I know do promote the joy of Blackness, and shout out to Black Renaissance. Please use the code LLC20 for 20% off of all your purchases if you were to go to blackrenaissance.com. Shop blackrenaissance.com, and that's joy all day. We love that. Back to the topic. at hand. We love that. That was a message from our sponsors. Thank you.
You're running out of chaos.
Yes, Shop Black Renaissance
running out of
LLC
chaos.
20. Yes.
Now that's why. If we fall out, don't talk to my kids.
Damn.
True, false.
No, what they do?
If we fall out, a lot of people do that though.
A lot of people.
A lot of people do that. If you can't talk,
If we work on, don't be talking, don't be speaking to my mom. Yeah.
It depends on why we fell out.
I
don't believe
Because I the situation has happened and I stand on it. Because if I figure out you either mistreated my children, you talk bad about them, and that's the reason why I cut you off, don't talk to my children. Stay away from them. Now, if I got some about you and it's just some a riff in our friendship, or maybe we just grew apart or something, you can speak to them, you can hug them. I'm not gonna put that on them. But if you mistreat my children, stay away from them.
I think for me, being single and breaking up with people, they still be trying to talk to my child to get to me. Yeah, we gotta cut that.
That motive.
We can't do that because people will use your children.
That's weird.
Yeah. You would be surprised of weirdos that's out here that would try to do weird things.
My children's father.
So, don't talk to my kids.
I'm with you. It depends on the situation. Like, because I don't believe in bringing children into grown people shit.
No.
Like me and my husband have been together how long, 6-7 years at this point, and he's been in my kids' life since they were 3. And if me and him were to break up for a reason that did not involve the children, I couldn't see myself telling him, you can't talk to the kids no more.
Yeah.
When in reality, that's the only, they don't know their biological father. They know him.
Right.
That's their only father. So I couldn't see myself no matter, because me and him even had that discussion of, even if me and him fall out, unless he put the kids in harm's way or did something to directly harm them, he will still be able to get them and spend time with them. I may shoot you the bird and say fuck you from across the street, but as you come get the kids,
Not the kids.
Don't do that. I might cuss you out and say screw you, but I'm not gonna badmouth you in front of the kids. I'm not gonna bring. People have had a habit of using kids as a pawn, or you putting your child, like the lady I seen on the video, and she pissed me off, where the girlfriend braided the daughter's hair, and she sat there and got mad, and she cut that hair. And like, you gonna traumatize your child to prove a point, and then 20 years in the future, you like, dang, why my daughter don't visit? Because of the shit you pulled to prove a point. You can't traumatize your child to get back at somebody who don't want you. Unless the child is in harm's way, leave the child out of it.
I'll say this: if you wish me ill intent, you wish my husband ill intent, do not. I don't have children right now, but I'm gonna put this in the interwebs. Don't speak to my kids. And I'm looking dead in the camera.
Putting that in the camera. I'm big on that.
Don't speak to my kids.
She said the inner wheel.
Because you don't wish us well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that over here. You keep that over there. And I'll block all of that and send it to the pits of hell. Because you don't wish us well.
What's the song I was singing last night?
Because
the hell is hot. No water there.
Case by case. Case by case.
No tea, no lemonade. No Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade.
Just hot.
That it is. So yeah.
Where the other job? We run out of chaos.
Regina made that song up.
I like this one. We got one more. We got to end it with joy. You get $50,000, or your best friend gets $500,000.
Best friend.
I'm gonna say best friend because my husband is my best friend. So
My best friend.
Now that's right.
we
got $500,000.
Yeah, God. I like that.
My husband is my best friend, so he gets $500,000.
Jonathan Williams, go ahead, bring me your song. Jonathan, bring me your. Thank you.
I say best friend.
I'm gonna say best friend too, because realistically, with me, my best friends, they really my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
one thing for sure, two things for certain, we look out for each other like really hard. Really, really hard. If one ain't got something, we gonna take care of each other for real.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't ask, hey, you wanna go out to that? I didn't ask you, bitch, let's go. Like we be on that. Hey,
Be
you
like,
wanna go on the trip?
I ain't got
Yeah,
no
I got
money.
you.
Yeah.
That
I
make me
got
so
you.
mad.
Don't worry about that. I got you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm if I got it and I'm able to do it.
Because it ain't gonna be no. I got 500,000. It's gonna be we.
I
Yes.
want to add a little bit of context to
Oh.
the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your best friend does not know that you made this decision.
Oh.
I would still.
I still, yeah.
But still, for me, I know, like, that's a conversation me and mine have all the time. If one of us got it, we all got it.
Correct.
Like, we take care of each other for real. Like, I have legit gotten rid of the greens out of my life.
Period.
I've gotten rid of those that I've recognized.
Mhm.
I've recognized the ones that were there for certain games, and you know what? That's fine. If you was here for that you were that part, you were that chapter,
Mhm.
and it was fun, beautiful down, story, great,
Mhm.
you know, great time. But I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yes.
The door is closed.
Amen.
Put a little lock on it. Boom. Send it to shore. Now I'm gonna deal with those that want to still be here.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be here because I want you to. I want you to be here because you want to.
Mhm.
You cannot expect stuff from people. They have to want to.
Mhm.
I'm being on that for everybody. You stop being like, well, I want no. Do
Expectations.
they want to do that? Do they want to be here? Do they want this for you?
Mhm.
And because I pour that, because I know people pour that into me. I know who to ask for prayers to because I know their hearts. I know who to ask for certain stuff to because I'm big on. Y'all might agree or disagree with me. I don't ask everybody to pray.
Period.
No,
Grandma
Period.
because regardless if you do care for me, I don't know what's on your heart.
Hello.
Like, come on.
Attention.
You could be somebody that's really near and dear to me, but you probably got something going on
I was
with you,
waiting for the
and
table.
you can't give me a prayer because you are going through hard times.
Right.
I'm not gonna bother you. I want your purest and all hearts and minds clear to give me that grace because I know when I can do it for you. Because when somebody asks me for prayer, but if I'm going through Russia, I can't do it for you.
Mhm.
I can't do it.
That goes back to that cup.
It's going back to that cup.
Going back to the cup.
It's not 50-50, it's 100.
Mhm.
Amen. Period.
Period.
What you say?
Honestly, I think I would rather my friend get that $500, and honestly, she don't even have to tell me she got it because obviously God put that money in her pocket for a need that He saw that she needed, and she may use it all for herself. She may use it for anything, but that's not my business. She got it. She'll use it however she want to use it, and it's more. Honestly, I'm gonna start the day with the same amount that I ended the day with. Did I know about the 500,000? Was it supposed to come to me? No, it went to the person it was supposed to go to. I can't claim it. It's not mine to claim. So give it a 500,000. It don't. I guess for me, it don't matter.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you
You know
either
what I'm
way.
saying? I'm genuinely happy.
Yeah.
Well, me and mine though, I'm happy for us. And no, we have this conversation all the time. As like we're like, we got like we are one. Like we got like you got it, I got it. It ain't nowhere. We always say make get a raise so we can get some more money. That's our conversation.
That is
Like
girl, we gonna get rich.
So I ain't gotta work no
Tired
more.
of working.
Shout out to Banks and Keys So Crafty. Go and put that plug in there.
Oh God.
See, that's what I tell my
Just give me a
friends. I
shout
tell
out.
them, I'm like, I married for love, so you gotta marry for money. Like I married for love first, so you married for money. Now it is your your job to marry rich.
You got one job and one job
You
alone.
gotta marry rich so we can all live well. I'm sorry, I got to marry for love first.
Look.
Yeah.
The chaos is gone.
Gone.
What's that last one?
Ask chaos.
I think this is the same one.
What is it?
Oh,
If I had a nickel for every time I was.
Oh yeah, we
Well,
already
I got a chaotic one then.
did.
Oh gosh.
Because this been sitting on me
Oh, get it off.
Okay.
The term be ladylike.
Have mercy.
If you know Nay, I'm gonna
Go ahead and
if
get
you know
this.
me, guess what?
Go ahead and
I
get
ain't
this next
ladylike.
question out of jail.
Yes, I'm a wife. Yes, I'm a daughter. Yes, I'm all of these things. But I'm just this. I said I'm a real nigga from Thomasville. It is what it is. However,
Be like that, man.
When you tell me to be ladylike, and I turn around and say, tell me what's being ladylike, and you can't respond, stop telling me to be ladylike. Stop telling me to be ladylike when you can't give me a proper definition to what it is to be ladylike.
Is there a story
First of
behind
all, if we gonna go there, voting at one point wasn't ladylike. A woman driving a car wasn't ladylike. Speaking, period, wasn't even ladylike for us at one point. So how the hell you gonna tell me you need to be ladylike?
I feel like there's a story back here.
For me?
Yes.
You know how I am. It's just because of my personality.
Oh.
It's just I want you to be a little bit more.
I think it's just a southern term.
But why do I need to be more ladylike? That's not myself. I know how to act in certain aspects and things of that nature. However, if you want the authentic,
what do you do?
I'm going to give you the authentic. That's just what it is. I don't know what this ladylike thing is.
That's the patriarchy.
I mean, I grew up with nothing but boys in the household, so it's like it is what it is. But I know how to be a good girl. It's that thing about certain titles and stuff. I don't like that.
Gotcha.
I don't like when people try to put something on you you can't give it a definition.
To me, ladylike equates to whiteness.
Yep.
Because it's southern.
I definitely don't
Southern
know
Belle, antebellum.
Southern
and
Belle.
it goes back to whiteness.
Yep.
You know.
Again,
they could not do all of those things.
Baby, we was property at one point.
That's a man.
So now you want me to be ladylike and I was
man's
just property not too long ago?
You can't speak when
Not even a
spoken
person.
to shit and all that, like.
I feel that is men. I feel like
That
the
is a
ladylike and all
male
that is the
thing.
patriarchy.
That is a patriarchal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what that is. Where they
Are
want.
feminists ladylike?
I don't like feminists. I don't.
You know, but I'm saying when you use the term. And stuff
You mean
like that,
feminine, like
or being bi? No.
Feminism
feminism?
Stuff like
or
that.
So
being feminine?
do you like the words what is it, soft girl?
Soft girl era?
Now,
yeah,
however, I am learning to be softer as a woman because well, he's helping me.
I've been masculine most of my life.
He's helping me. Lord.
I would love
Lord
to know.
knows
I
I'm
would
a
love to
very
know.
dominant woman. I'm not a masculine woman. I'm a dominant woman. I grew up in a household with a very dominant mother because majority of my life I grew up with a single mother raising 3 boys and a daughter.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine the drill sergeant I had. However, my mother was soft with me when she had the patience to. And when eventually she got a partner that was helping her to be softer, I was trying to get. I was already I got the dominance in me because that's all I know. I can't. But once I got a partner that showed me you don't have to be that. You don't have to. It's okay. You know, sometimes I still get. I have to turn up on it, and he'd be like, "Calm down. I got it. No, calm down."
I think the softness is allowing a person, because I mean everybody different in reference to like your own sexual preference, but I think it's more so of allowing the person to help you.
Yes.
Because we try to do it all on our own. We hyper independent. I got it. I don't need your help. But it's realistically like let that person help you.
What's even crazy with that? I've never said I was an independent woman. I just was like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Because for me, I came up in the household. I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm gonna figure it out and I can get it done. Even within my relationship. But now I'm learning I have a partner that can help me with it. I don't have to
do it on your own.
It's days where I have to remember that. Like, it's okay. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get taken care of. You don't have to always get that exterior on.
Yeah.
Because now I'm seeing my mother in an aspect where she is probably at her softest.
I love that.
A really long
love
time,
that.
like a really long time.
Yeah.
You hear me?
I love that.
Jesus Christ. So for me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna chill. But However, I'm glad my partner knows I'm a ride or die for him. That when that dominance come out, it's like, what's the problem? What's
And it's okay.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
And I like
It's
that.
okay.
It's okay. But don't tell me that's not like.
No.
And plus, I feel like if this person's not your cup of tea, you ain't got to deal with them. You got to be around them.
That part.
So if you don't like, if you feel like you're not ladylike, you don't have to sit here and be in my space and trying to change me. Go find your group. Go find.
Thank you.
There are people that think I'm adorable, so I don't know.
That part.
I think you're adorable, right?
And, you know, yeah.
Right. Facts.
That's always
That's
funny.
right.
That's always
I think we
funny.
also allow too many other people to guide us with their opinion.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's like literally full circle to how we started these conversations with other people's judgments. You know what I mean? And I feel like the ultimate synopsis is everything is shut up and take that shit off.
Hey.
Wow.
Well,
That's everything. We talk about shutting up, not you shut up. No, you shut up. And now you take that off your shoulder. Take that chip off your shoulder. Take that depression out your chest. Take that fear of moving forward out your ankles. That's why you have ankle and knee pain. Yes. Take that fear of moving forward. You can't even roll. You every time you walk, your ankle rolls. That ain't normal. That ain't normal. That's you. That's you. That's not you being clumsy. Huh? I ain't even mean to get on my soapbox. I ain't even mean to do y'all like that. I was. Anywho, it has been such a pleasure sitting here with all of you beautiful Black women, huh? In all stages of life, in all stages of healing, in all stages of elevation, and I love to be able to witness this. And now we need to do some sister powwows or something. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I would like for everybody to go and give their handles in case anyone wants to follow you personally from what they've heard and what they've related to you. You know, so y'all can go down the line. We'll start on this side and be fancy this time.
Well, I am Daphne Renee on Facebook if you want to go and check it out. I am Baps on TikTok and IG, I do believe as well. First of all, don't judge me. My facial expressions kill every time. Y'all.
I love it.
It's people be peopling.
Hey, God.
People be peopling.
They do.
Yes, the world be turning and people be peopling, and I'm an alien and humans are stupid. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. So I'm Alexis Turner on Facebook and Life Being Lexi on Instagram. Like I said, I can help support in your journey, whether it's herbalism or just how to get on a healthier track in a holistic manner. So yeah.
Hi. I'm Latoya King on Facebook. I have an Instagram, but I rarely kind of go on Instagram, but I think it's like L King 084, I believe. I could be wrong. Somewhere in that vicinity, you see my face, my picture's on there.
There you go.
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
So on those two things, and I also dabble a little bit in press-on nail stuff. So
she's amazing. No, she's amazing.
So
with
pressed nails is what I do.
She's amazing.
You call them what?
Why you ain't say that before?
Do you
I was
have a page for that? If it's separate or just hit you up on Facebook, they want to know.
I still have my King's Press Facebook page.
Okay.
Instagram when I kind of took off of it. But yeah. So I do dabble in that a little bit.
She did the nails I got engaged in. She did the nails in the shoot that Kay did for me for my engagement.
Ma'am.
She's amazing.
Ma'am. I'm gonna hit you with this
She is
microphone.
a fantastic artist.
I'm gonna hit you with this microphone. You should have led with that.
I'm just saying, my girl is an amazing artist.
I love it.
I'm a little
She
crazy.
is.
Come on, Black girl.
She is.
Black girl, man, don't be modest, girl. You better tell your talents. Oh, spell it out. So for the people, what it is? Spell it out for the people.
She said, "Spell your name."
LATOYIA King.
Miss King.
Yes.
We not talking Chlorella.
LATOY. So it's spelled like a regular toy, just throw that I in between the Y and A.
That's a little razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle, baby. That was your little
Little sprinkle.
See? Not able, not I don't even get my nails done when I'm
I started making them because I got tired of going to the nail salon. Like, this is what I want, and then it's like
That's not what you
I
get.
asked for.
Yeah.
Listen,
I need
a summer club. Yeah. I need some nails in my life.
I want to try press on. Nail shop got my nails
Okay,
ready.
TK.
Everybody going off on tangent. Look
I'm
at
just saying.
Hey, we gonna let y'all talk after that.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me go ahead and say my
I'm glad
next
y'all
speech.
close.
All right. So yes. Have this speech, Mike.
Jesus,
Just
Jesus
first thing I
rose.
came to say is Happy Resurrection Day. That is my speech.
All right, Tickle.
All right. My name is T_KEYAN. Takian People's Witness on Facebook. My Instagram is TK251, and you will see my same name under that. I have a TikTok, but I mean, I don't really be on there. I'm just on there because everybody send me videos and I need to watch them.
No, that's right.
I got a meet.
Oh,
Okay.
She got to meet.
So, hi again, I'm Key. You guys can find my business Facebook page at Key So Crafty. That is KIE_S So Crafty. On Instagram and TikTok, I am Keys_So Crafty. And so y'all see all the crazy things that I do on there. So
Give her
that's it.
business orders. Give her business orders.
Thank God, I went to it too.
She's definitely good at what she does. Like, I still have my sign.
From this could probably go. Yes, she does good. She does good work.
Two classroom signs from her.
I need to get another one.
Hello, y'all. Find me on TikTok, Gold Calculator. You know, my name's Caroline, like the song, you know, Outcast song, if you're that old.
Oh gosh, y'all.
So I don't really post content, but you can just see what I guess. Find me on Facebook. Don't find me on Instagram. I'm really weird about my kids being shown, so I'm really weird about that. But you know, if you see me on TikTok, that's cool. But yeah, I believe in my kids' privacy. Yeah.
Well, now the list, shall we? Book on Facebook.
That's right.
Just make sure you find the right one. We both have the same. And this was sometimes if you go to him, you go directly to me. Instagram, Miss Pretty MIZZ Pretty 88 on Instagram, as well as Team Yo Ball. I am Team Yo Ball. It's a movement. You can find me on TikTok at Team Yo Ball. You know, you put your laughs, your little inspiration. I ask you, how's your spirit every Wednesday? Just to do a midweek check-in. Sometimes I let you know how mine is going. Usually mine is like, I haven't been on TikTok lately because I just got out of the self. I'm okay. I'm back. And the midnight snack would be, you know, on Instagram. We are going to show y'all all of the foodie stuff that we've been doing. We've been out here traveling and eating and traveling. But hey, some of the stuff we've been trying has either been really good or really trash. And of course, once again, I am 1/3 of Boobs, Baps, and Banks. I am Boobs because I bring boobs. And yeah. That's it. Oh, how did I forget? I am also the chef in charge. If you need a personal chef, which I'm going to be doing in just a moment.
Hallelujah.
Doing
Them pancakes was busting.
Boy, them
I'm looking at
pancakes.
the camera to let y'all know.
Boy, I have
seen
never
a
had
whole
butterscotch
thing.
pancakes before today.
She put a whole toe in there.
I made some butter
Bruh.
pancakes earlier.
Never have I ever had them in my life, bro.
And she's moaning. Apparently, I did.
Hallelujah.
So, yeah.
Hallelujah.
If you need some insight on things, remember that we are in the means of eating to survive, not
Amen.
well, for sustenance, not just we're not struggling anymore, so we don't have to eat to just survive. You don't have to finish your plate. Once you are fulfilled, stop eating. Yeah, you have to shut me up. Hashtag chef in charge. Hit me up.
I know that person. Oh, definitely tomorrow. Put that in the jar for me. I'm sorry, Joel.
Hello, I'm Zed. You can find me on Facebook at Zadora Williams. You can follow me, but I'm probably not going to take your friend request unless I know you. But you can follow me though. You can find me on Instagram at she_writes_black. You can find me on TikTok at she_writes_black. I'm known on there as the Lentil Lady and the Emperor of Lentils because somehow a certain section of the internet has got obsessed with me making lentils. I love helping people budget. If you have a small grocery budget, I love making meal plans. I love helping you fit your diets. I love promoting healthy eating that is also delicious. I talk about mostly eating plant-based and vegan, but I do help people make meal plans that are meat forward. I help everybody. I got some good stuff on there sprinkled in with my family and being a mom of kids with autism and a wife and all that good stuff. And you can also find me in a different light where I am not a mom or the Lentil Lady at the Safe Word Podcast with Mystique and Mr. Everlasting. You can find us. We have a TikTok, we have a Facebook page, and we have an Instagram, the Safe Word Pod.
Adults only.
Yeah, adults only.
Adults only.
Adults only.
Adults
Oh,
only.
I think it's the Safe Word. I think it's the Safe Word Pod 69. Yes, adults only. We will, if we find out you're young, and we will kick you and tell your mom. Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Adults
only.
Hi, I'm Dee Jones. I'm a therapist, of course. You can find me on Instagram at D Jones or Jordan's Favorite Therapist. That's my son. Don't try to find me on Facebook because I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I have to keep those boundaries. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and you can find me if you need to book a session or anything like that. I see children from 8+. I help with a plethora of mental health issues that you might be struggling with. I'm at the mentalhaven.com/Dominique. That's me. So if you need a therapist, I'm open. Thank you.
I do need a therapist.
Look. DJ. It's just
Well, let me run down this stuff real quick. Right. I'm just going to get a few. We'll be all night. But my personal page at K Marie Poetess, KMariePoetess on Instagram, and on Facebook, it will pull up me. But on Facebook, Christina K Marie also pull up me. If you're a TikTok person, I don't post often, but I do like to scroll on videos. It's me, K Marie. It's my TikTok except for Mario. It's spelled like that, except with K Marie instead of Mario. That's crazy. I also have to plug. I snap pictures. K Marie Photography Fan. Still same way that you spell the K Marie. I don't change that. It's still KMARIE all the time. Photography Fan. That's also the website. If you add .com to the end of that. Also Facebook, Instagram. It will refer to both of those. Halo City, wing. Well, we are a collective of artists, and we help to cultivate other artists. We write songs, we produce, we do photography. So K Marie Photography is Brandon and that. We help with stage presence, we help with writing, with workshops and things from children to adults. I have a little boot camp that I put you through if you need to. We've had a lot of successes, and we love that. Long live Ray, long live Honest, both two people that were placed into my boot camp. And so shameless right here real quick. Honest always used to attest me to how he spit his prayer poem. Because of how I came at him to tell him to spit it like you're talking to God, but I was really just telling him to be him, and how you would, the way that you want us to feel what you're saying is for you to do this in the way that you presented it, and that's really all it was. I'm just holding up a mirror to you so that you can see you how you want to be seen seen, really. So there's that. Also, please say the LLC on YouTube, on Facebook, on IG. We love that. Also on Anchor. Make sure that you're tuned in to all of the different podcasts. I can never keep up with all of the names because it's ever growing on the 2020 network, and we love that. Shout out to the sir, the man with the vision. He's sitting over there. We love him so very much for including us as a part of his vision and keeping this thing going, regardless of what the weather looked like on the outside. He remained unwavering, and we love that because we wouldn't be sitting here tonight if he wasn't that. So I wanted to make sure to shout you out, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For doula references, waist bead references, if you want to be fit bougie, fitbougie.com. That's what we're working on. Get into it. It's a community of women though, because a lot of people, when they want to start, they feel the need to start by themselves, which is great if that's the option of the way that you want to go. But some people feel that they can't start by themselves. They need something else. Or it's not fun or fulfilling when they do it by themselves. And if you need some accountability in that aspect, because I don't offer accountability because you can't show up for you. Why you want me to show up for you to make you show up for you? That's crazy. I'm not doing that shit. So anyway, if you want other like-minded individuals that need what you need, it's a great community for you to join. August 2nd is going to be the grand opening for that. Well, not the grand opening. It's going to be the open house because there's something grand for that opening. So we're not going to put grand opening on it. We're going to say open house. But so there's that. Waist beads, doula, Reiki, any of that from Master Reiki practitioner also. If you need to know those things, then you can inbox me direct, and I will situate. So it has been such a wonderful evening here. I think everyone has gotten to see. Tomorrow we have lined up at 11 a.m. We have all the good names we're taking. If you are a nerd, we were talking about nerd talk earlier. We love that. This is the podcast for you. It's a nerd roundtable. Okay, they're gonna talk about everything from Power Rangers to X-Men to Infinity Stones to everything. They're gonna be in there about all the shit. And if that's your shit, be in there with them. Okay, that's gonna be 11 a.m. Shout out to I know so many names for him. I'm about to tell too many. Said what he want to go by for that, Trey Vega. Okay, Trey Vega, because I know Conscious, huh? I'm throwback. I know Conscious Vega, and that's always been embedded in my mind. That's another guy.
Trey.
He was another guy. Look, I met him. You know, I'm not from Mobile, so I ain't meet him like that, friend. I ain't meet him. We also have. We also have the men's roundtable. Fade the back is shop talk, if you will. Barbershop talk. Men come in, sitting round table and talking about the things. And sometimes men need other men to talk about the things. And I may have a guest star for you. We got a cute dog root coming through here. I don't know if y'all have been watching, if you follow me already. 21 Days of Hell is crazy. But it's been in cahoots with Fit and Bougie, and the person that created the 21 Days of Hell system, Mr. Jihad Irving, would like to come and fellowship with the men to be able to be a part of the platform as well. And so we're very excited to have him come and get his back faded, even though he bald. Don't worry about it. He gonna do what he can or whatever. But that's at 3. Oh, my husband.
You gotta arch it there.
My husband will be on the round table. We love that. And all the men, so y'all or whatever, y'all gonna be on that. Which is also.
I can't wait till you get home.
Huh? I love that. I love that for you. Just waiting for me to get home. We'll be recording tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well. I'm trying to tell the folks the schedule. I'm trying to tell them about the kinky stuff. Married people. I'm trying to get other people married and satisfied too. Thank you. The safe word. It's going to record tomorrow at 6 p.m. following that men's roundtable. And then we're going to have to be out. We're giving you wonderful things. Make sure that you're following. Please say the LLC that you can get all the replays. You can go back and comment. We do like to respond and talk to the people in Carrie's zone. We love that. We love that. What you got?
Fall.
It's sundress season.
I like fall.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
Thank you for that.
Son, dress. Do you want to see my dress again? Baby, that's for you and we. Somebody choose sundress season eternity, please. Versus mine.
MrElastic.com.
Wait.
You see the shirt?
Now that's right. That's right. Any announcements from the back? That man said we can't talk about nothing else. They said you about to cook. We gotta go. You said technical difficult. That's great. We got a timer on the camera. We out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Please